Ade Akye Abia Adekye biara nso ni munsem o. Kwame Nkrumah apema bransamadu kata were Nkrumah twentwenko a watwen na beko agye oman. Eyi nti Kwame kasa. Nkrumah kasa.
Okay, 101.7 senior officer. For transfer Ade Akye Abia dwumadi ma bono so apon sima edunso bosomini da. Etoso aduonu nso March bosomini fiepinu ni aduonu ensiada na yefiada. Efiada bia ye boja ye thank God it's Friday. Ye boni ejai. Ye fema Ade Akye Abia Kwame Nkrumah Tikese am morning show president of the land. For Bible ni ankinka onyankopon asem Matthew nsempata aduonu nso yimu dubako. The Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 27 verse 11 Ede ebepim 14. Mumbi enti onyankopon asem. Da Yesu begina amrado no anim. Na amrado no bisa ne se woni Yudafo hene no ana. Na Yesu ka se wo na waka. Na asafo mpanifo no toto na no. Na wa muabi. Ana Pilato bisa ne se wonte nsam a wo ka gu suwe.
Okay FM 101.7
Manu ye amrado no wanwa yie. Amen. Jesus Christ na ebra de odi firi soro ba yese obegye adasankwa na ebefa se obebua ne kumfo no wakum no na ne nansa so wasɔre no na process ya hyase baby e kinkan ye wo mde na ba begina amrado bi anim a ye fa ne Pilato ansa na no na wo mde na kɔ amrado foforo bi wo a ye fa ne Kayafa enti na de akoye ne se eti se wo Ghana eti se wo abusuam eti se wo adwumam eti se wo school mu de nipa bia bɔ wo ho pɔ obo plan A na anya yi a obo plan B
101.7
eto aso saa minim nipa bia adwuma mu wo mu no manager wo ye no wo mu benya na ke yi wa firi ho obi wo kura na abusua wo wo mu wunua wonya wo ananka unti wiase ebi wo eye nsam oka gu so ebi wo a wo do be kwaduro so ebi wo a obeye niam bi atia obetbi awie sika ne de ahyew wo de Christ abegina amrado anim en wo bisa ne se kwadu a ye de abowo ene se woni Yudafo hene no ana woni nsamtweroni no ana woni osofo no ana woni businessman no ana
Okay FM 101.7
Debi owa obitimi frew phone so ompa cho me ni sister ya na ekasai woni mi sister ya number no wagye no ebi ni mo wa ya no mpese o me ye sure ebi nso wa eye biribi pa no person settle up so that we record so that we ni pa bi gina wa omoma tie nia wo kan na okan ye no osna Yesu kan se wo na waka wo na wo se me ye Yudafo hene wo da wo hunu se ampa me se Yudafo hene wase na asofo ne mpanimfo no totofo na no odofo nipa bebre chenku a wabɔ aginatu a wagina niema wodo a waye nyina no ode kwatia wo asofo ne mpanimfo toto na no na ukanya wase ene Pilato bisa no se wontin sam a woka gu suwi wontin sam a woka gu suwi wonti atura ye di gu suwi wonti se nipa bi bo ho poso sa shop na wakogye no wa mo beje wonti se wakora se enyi wadi want to say wakokasa niema na yede ma supply no me emfa ma wo want to say nipa no kora no opese odi contract ni free wonsam want to say MP awudie no opese obaji akonya no want to ensam a woka gusui wototona no wose na we mwa asem ba ko humpo edu ba bia silence is golden edu ba bia monyame nkon wokon ma edu ba bia ma onyame noara eni wasam ma edu ba bia ye kom ne hwe no ne hwe nkunim dia wode bebre wo edu ba bia wodofo enkansem pi edu ba bia ye fo na fo ni hwe ne wotamfo no so ebewi no se ema no ye amrado no nwanwa yi I surprise them with results. Many pen hu wakwan. Susu din komo. Susu kansan bebre. Enya dia ebeboa wo. Ene ye kenkan asem yi efi Matthew sempete duonu nson imudu ba ko bepem dunan. The gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 27 verse 11 to 14. Oyame asem yi fagidi kase amen.
God bless a homeland and a motherland, faithful and together. Hello, my brother. 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 Hello, my brother.
Chibia Ghana mai betu pon wanejina wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane die chibia anye na magani amagashia ni hunu amagawo ho die chibia eyegigi
One parliament members attending the sitting make Ghana move. Hello, man. One parliament members attending the sitting make Ghana move. Hello, man. Well, now your excellency was strong and never give up. Hello, man. Well done, your excellency was strong and never give up. Hello, man. That's our doctors take great attention on the operations and save lives. Hello, man. Can you say bye to corruption, bye to discrimination, bye to favoritism? Hello, man. Can you say bye to corruption, bye to discrimination, bye to favoritism? Hello, man.
Okay, 101.7 Junior Busha for your transfer Ade Akye Abia dwumadi now anyone atena se na yenhwe na yen quality de fiada bia ye boja ye bo na ye jae anyone want to say anopai
wafa nyame adom ne mpaebo adom ne ntime ho ye na wo so
bibia ye kama pa
ya da nyame ase
bibia ye kama
fia na ma feel but wa be die ya da nyame ase pa
coming
now when you coming
yes yaba no ne yaba de
bro okay ne bro fo no
coming we are coming
we are coming e was ya mo fan kam nkrata
wo de a koka
ne entie wo de akura ka obi ante
na yenwe de bokata no ensam awo ha enura minyadaje kotie SML GRE wo mo ensensem a wo mo die no na OSP yet to serve Oforiata and Akori. Na ensem no ene yebedi hu komaya boboso kakra afei enkwanta issue no so no nipa num ena ewuo nti eno so wasem eda ha police for reinforce security eno ayeso ohene ene ne mamienu wo ma hye wo nyina adwurbe asase keke enye mo na mo boye
ofa na me hu me ra ho saa erade na ofadie pa na hye ho nkwanta oda na hye ho
ana sasia da o jana eniwura
because me dwe ho amenti ase ase bebia ata mu twukua wote hwanu mu ana eba so a wo hu na nti wofa ya na police for me
modern ne wokai man kane voter regional chairman ya ye no regional minister oti region no
John Anna.
John, yes, John.
Oh, Peter, Dabi.
Or the John.
Aye. John Otibles Anna.
Debbie. Otibles, okay, regional minister, you didn't be welcome.
Only Nkwanta na se oti. oti honom.
Regional minister.
Okay. Okay.
Na
I am madam for sure. Na then na need escape me sir. Oti honom oh dabi. Enye fe. Nye fe kra munyai sa. Ni asan so asa sika foforo san ade omko. Nti police for call offer enra IGP say o ma police for call honom kwada na adwo no eneja omko hwe ya omko bo ban nti sisi ade from all indication kire say asumdwa ba honom nti eno ana egusu aja
mate
ye bo ho mpaye no
mate yanhwe de bokata ne enko
ebusua ma yen hyasie na Ghanaian point de bokrata no na ye de hyasie de amamo wetwa nsem pi na de ba ensem a wofa hyasie se wo kanti wegina so etwa IGP mfoni de ba osoafo a wo hwe nuane ne kua onsem so national chairman demand DC amanyokuo no ene MPP amanyokuo yewra Ken Oforiata wo mu nyina nsem na no pay Ghanaian point ebo emu amane na ma yen hyasie mfi krata fe to so miensen National Chairman Dema NDC amanyokuo no yewra Johnson esiedu nketia ene kase wase titibrem na ye wasem bia yeta kapa ese ye to abade asabe wodi wodwan kra na ekoginem wo eye asante mantema nipa no wobedi nkunim ne atie bia danseboa eye MPP amanyokuo pa wo matena ekese ene ye asante mantem nanso general sisi ade enwum na ye to na sesan esi ano ewo asante mantem MPP amanyokuo ni ntimi nsore emfa won sentintim obo nka nkire wiase nyina se asante mantem yo modie sanse esi aye kase wo hwe 2024 general elections na NDC amanyoko ne ye dwumaden campaign ya no ode abato mpehwe bia so wo mo kɔ hodom nti hwemu a vote ni pie montene so na kyese wo hamu nchichemu aduonu anwotwe 28% die na yade a NDC amanyoko no ne nsetimi aka na wode sansem wagina to dwabra wo hia nananom ahemfo party form ene adehye wo nsuta kwaman beposo ye no ewo asante mantem national chairman de NDC amanyoko no yewra Johnson esiedu nketia sem weyi nefua no polemiensesi hodom a wode kwa pro ewo mantem hodom na wose NDC amanyoko no ene aban no ebeka bom se boa ba kwa de na waye dwumaden pa wose wo mo ahyase dada bra MPP aban betena so ewo asante mantem ade biada wode twa ohome na ai ena asante mantem MPP dianom wose wo betena so wone ewo asante mantem entimi nhye danfo won sentintim obose MPP betena so no edwuma wei anase wei ena party na aya wode asom wo nenso NDC betena so bia timi sampa ewo asante mantem de wose mpunto ta twene ti wo honom a ena no pay Ghanaian point de bokrata no wo bo emu amane
ye kase insuta kwa amambe poso a wo mo edoso ye me territory pa
okay wodie mu a wafa wadi nyame nhira pa se wo kire yade wodie mu ene ho esansa wo hwemu ansuta kwa aman beposo ti ase ni nyina na yakeka abomu a yaye ne baako Ghanaian point de bokrata mu ena meda so ejina
kwase insuta kwa aman beposo no
okay
eye nkura kese miensa ene ye de wo magina ho for the constituency
okay
na insuta kwa aman beposo no so ofa insuta mamu a wo benya esuafu ubenya esuafu
wow
atonsu so wo ho
okay
ubenya bimma ubenya jetias ubenya tades ubenya apie kurum ubenya kuruwi ubenya ahini bio atwea no nyina hyehyem ho na afi ubenya
ova ngroni dia mido
ubenya dida
okay
ubenya dida ubenya chewa kurum wakura de sen
ene ti so openi
wo bua hunum nyina hyehyem saa de ko ubenya bonkuro ubenya kuruwi encourage
ho bankro di nso de ofa obo mane ye dedodo
afei abutia nsuta wotra kakra bi abutia e wo bepo no ase ofuro ya na akochebi yo chebi wo ho
antu ka na mabehwe anim ko chebi de ania mimini mu no
yo chebi e wo ho
okay
yo chebi nso wo nti ho so pa ye wa apie kurom e wo ho apie kurom chairman Steven Tim wana ne papa free
Ah.
nsita pie kurum nsita pie kurum ufa jeti asia na wasitade so usitade so anu afa bonkum se yansa na waduru nsuta
Over the onim town onim krom Over ukọ afa me kọ na eja ye susu ye nkọ na ye ntimi nkọ hwe kuro ni bi na ye hia wọ news mu a ya ntwe ayi break bi ya ni abo ato aso
woye enti ye hwe another story na enso a enso wo ho ne.
Okay. Ebusia Ghanaian point the Obokra Democrat afetosum yenu ehonum na mehuri aba begine National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat in Penifo ye twani tiafra 9 mosefo na ekase what year wadi to dwanse nanwa da Ghana Mampeni Excellency John Dramani Mama wo ya amamani amani a wo power hontoma ese wo konkese ye hwai wo illegal mining galamse won hwamwa na yentimi entuase no wase ampa wo mu kromu twetwe wo mu ye adwumade pa empesue bia so mensin bia mu bebi enim se galata akwaso de wase 9 mosim no kwa wo mu ye adwuma e wo mu se wo mu hia akwanhia pi bebi wa bedu na ahemfo ni bi bebi wa bedu na kromafo ni bi ye makwan ye nchele ye nyintum fa ahinsi ya se na so wo mu adinsi akantam akere wiase nyina sem 9 mosim ne be ye adwumade isi aye kasese enipa 237 ena nyankopon aye adom a illegal mining dwumadi a wo mu yenti womun se timi aso mo pa achi 237 no yase bebre na ya hoho bebre na naimos peni na workan wase bebre na ya hoho ena excavators efidie mununtum no eno so 94 ena mpenifo de wonsa atoso am wase wokon ne de ne atie bia no wo my Ghana bedi enkonim director of operations Okay. Director of Operations at the Naimos Dominic Buam. What is answer way now to Jabram? What on Safra Ghana and Central Form? Ewa Encramantema watch the same. Is here one more Jumedia so one more shall says one more year. Ewa fear Chemuko Besi a few wemo and she said my pass so far was it so good the Jumandia one more year. The Abana Chamfan what one dear Chamfan bears at 3,000 and then the woman send it trade to my son. One more yen said Behajin. One more yen is up dia safo na wam ye galamse yes no wam ndwene Ghana for hom wakose ya ene nsase no wam se no ensu esem ebieni a ebitibiti ebieni asai kyerese ni aye kan de obu a ye bo nyina dam e kyerɛ manfo so wam nya yo ene wam nya yo na enso ye bekɔ no ne wam da so hyefuo mu honom wam da so ehye mantwea honom a kyerese galana na oguso a wo 20 Kennel se wam du honom a ne wam ye ne se ye kyew ebi wo so a mfidie na ayusuo no yetimi se na ebi wo a yetimi esizi eno ene adwumaden a woguso a wo ye nti strategy ne de wase pi na kwa team ne de ewom se to de bia na ebi eprepra de na enso botai kese ne se wakodenden ya o my Ghana ye swai ewo galamse so no ye betimi edi nkunum na no pay eye Ghanaian point de bokrata no ene wode etu dwam
na mame nkwa na me kotin komo mesa ba nche me da ase
ye wafa
Honorable Amokamel eye MCE for Asokwa na emanfo so be kai a wosan no osan ye parliamentary candidate for Asokwa constituency ma NDC amanyoko no na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo wo ha Honorable memo akwa ba esa ma wache
Major so
Honorable good morning.
Good morning. I say why you know what you kasa no what you
Me ba cho eye
Good morning.
Me ba cho na wo bom to say
Nyame adom bibia boko.
yo ananu ada ne hu ade fefa ekoso wo ompasua so interchange no ase no school kwala wo mo wo asantemantam wo mo visual asifo no obi a be show ne skills ade wo ade fefe anka na obi anim se odi e kra behwe so no kokora wo man na amoka na ye ko hu ya ade chen ya obi depend kokwa akosinsan mu akwa penti na enkomo no etisen
Medical that was say on my akonya na dia won say emambe MC for Asokwa municipal no na interchange na se na why yura abodan fo age ho afa and the first clean up exercise na me invite the regional minister Dr. Frank Amakohene e bae if we clean up no say we need to beautify the area area le fall into my prefer in around November me per consultant we will be by na mo friend ko fi kia west by bill on the better na assembly na intimiye. Into my make it back to the original minister say. And I'm say bill na conforming bill by bill no the assembly intimiye. You know too. Yen hold it on. Now this year, yeah, Ashanti Festa, the street painting ebebem, street art painting ebebem. If you know now, you say yanka SHS for no more visual arts, yanko mumu. And your board, yes, amane, our more regime. And all my 26 schools. Initially, some of the schools no money already saw my Baba Bay. But first day night, that was 20th March. That was on Saturday. Schools were at 12 in the bay. And you may hear the one numbers, any area, and so now. And I advise them to school be a obedi at Nan or bedrow at Nibia. Also, ni be known to school now or free buy. And on the first day, you know, the pictures coming out, and we knew that and Kwame can do it and do it well. So we have to extend the program to when we complete the whole interchange, you know. And extending on Wednesday, I'm still with the assembly workers. Bahami Abehe, Majuma Ekoso interchange. You go do those will be the red edify some of the people.
On one Sunday, the enthusiasm and Kwalani one day, yes, I did. What draw from inspiration from when
to exhibit what they have, the skills they have. Anyway, I'm motivated. I almost said they are the next generation for Ghana. They are more than need a platform. How will somebody will be better nasty? I just say, oh, let me go and spoil it. Think what said, na me said, na dear na minya. Me do one na me just so. Me honey me friend me divisional commander, and me district commander on was kaho. Baby, I touch you know, and police station. It's almost 300 meters away. So me from me on crime nearby. I'm on mobile here. You see, so far. Miss Exwesia Ama so far investigation koso. And your bomb pie by the end of the day there. Nobody assembly from us from the police and other Mr. team no. And then luckily to us, more signals cameras no around. Into your very original signal say your footage at the evening, about in the morning no. Go so juma. And I hope by today, by the end of today there. Nobody and come from that angle. Empire Airborne said by the end of the day, now, they needed information about. Now they needed arrest near a from there. And see, by the end of the day, we hope first. With the footages we are waiting for, no, we hope to be good news.
Papa, Mammy Musadie be. Ebra wamo yesadie no me hunu se obi going to Facebook and social media na wa ka se kofo kra we interchange no ye nro ne picture enfan to ho wan ye no enfan to ho sa nipa nyina mo invite wo for questioning by the police.
Police for no go so mo investigation na de de o no kra ne say doing say ye wa ko hia enra akufo ado ne eventually former president Kufuor pictures in Atate popping up. You were plan for everybody. Osha, you were baby for former president. That's if we as quite we new road neighbor. That's Amaga Johnson, urban new road no, urban Sanyaba Moha. When you're the former president, your baby a Santa Michaelis, your baby a Kinticalis. Into ye. And then I wanted those people should come out so because any what you want to achieve. And they should have I don't know how you can obey a interview, no. Should have waited for us to finish. Say you're getting a free one I can come out. So need your police for here Juma around the clock. And I don't want to remember say the police want Juma here. Or more Juma is some investigation I be BNC.
Now, honorable, Bakwa na mi bisa say emre bia ne ye bi won kran ha yes printers ho no yetete ekabia oman ne boy pa no ne ade beginning no mo ye senka mo be sa ade na anya ye ne ya mo de resort to nkwala yi a o ma be ya de fefese yi.
The only say you engage other people. Now bills some of the brain now assembly couldn't take the bills because now bills no so. And then assembly can won't mean Peja and Banquet idea bro so just painting. You don't give them value for money.
No painting ye just to adia kwara na ye se ko mu ji muska ho akora bia wie sku akora besi da miensa
ne boy you say na ko fan sem braba so na we need to find an alternative beboa every to cost aboa ma ye nya value for money aboa ma aban sika no the public purse bit must save the public purse. So this was all a year minister Jim won ka say yemfa SHS for no na ye mo the needed skills. This is the level as a government. As we motivate them, you motivate our future leaders. Any time we have a mabuna jumano, the mabuna betinya, I'm mine up on the tuma pesra. This was some of the things that we talked about it. And then Yamiadum, Bibia Kokama, I'm a drawings on way of Kami. Sometimes I look at them and I'm crash and say, we have such talented young people. There was these people with us. Now, first, not visual arts. Obi Yaman we are visual song we are now or with this platform, no. I think there are a lot of people who want that skill, no. They will exhibit it. They say and professional painters was actually high too. I didn't hear by two they could have done it for us for freedom. Platform, they are doing it. Let's encourage them. They are the next generation of Ghana. So me always I believe in creative destructive to equilibrium. There be a whole day, no. You go there, you bring innovative, you bring creativity to make sure you exhibit those things. Now, Boam or Minor Fanituma Pefra. This case, we don't know. In the near future, they will get better contracts, better scholarships and other things with the pensions they are doing. There's one boy in CAS, only the GO24 on Saturday, no.
Waka kumase tema mama Philippa wodwi wotumfo.
The drawings in there, it's just unthinkable. There's one girl from Munche. Oh, it's something else. Sometimes look at them, I said, wow, you have such young people around in Ghana here. And I am Kakwaya, we can help them, now you're shaping their future for them. So this is a platform to everybody to know, say, let's give our SHS the opportunity. Academy, say, interesting, the so, and then so, almost in that Agada, those who are the revision act, almost at almost best most of the interchanging. Now, Buama, Yanya value for money, Abuama Yema, and Kolani, the needed platform, Amomedia, for time into their future.
Papa, dear Miss Samo Bakuni, where ya fair hoi, Ube Ununa Sofobi, what the posters ya bet Taraho, no cock or ya revival, Ube Unaya Manukobi, one de parliamentary candidate, Ibia Babo, Ube an assembly maybe, Ube Obia, or press or funk of word, my vacancy, no the Ababo. Again, a more found because a bit difference, I didn't know that be a wound across the country.
And in assemblies. Assembly, Juma say, you been see a ballot, say, Juma, are protected properties and people around the area, and I said people around the assembly. So assembly, you are ready to use your man, you be used to the maximum level to make sure, say, Ade and Kolaya, Yamayan saying, to wash assembly from Saturday, you improve the license system under the interchange. You just say you be improve the license system in and around the interchange. Here, you so I actually why if worker, I'm a model for people to maintain the area for us, so that we can get you to maintain our grasses, the green area for us. No more making sure say every day dedicated. That baby here say a day that be able to protect the painting, to protect the area, and so. Assembly, you must see those other things, no. Now, Buama, at the end, I am a swab and for swam or mine. I'm not another tourist attraction. I bebwa a boost local economy in Asco municipal. Now, Boa, it's improving my.
And yet, where dear, Mamma was a partner, Yan watch regional minister Swamami.
Made us a partner when you are very mechanical, a doctor Frank among company. Your name is Trans. There be a some more catcher and say, President John Gaman Mahama Maya Juma. And Melbourne, Maya Juma say a bit pija or minor conin. It will be a emfa at Santaman Cosso, the Bebuama Santaman conin, Ama at Santaman fan into my person, and then I did be a infant fear. The BIA said, a bit the name of Ashanti, I bet the name of Essentially John Gaman Mahama, and no one to know the Bia, if the emfa. yɛmfa saa adeɛ no nto yɛ adwene mu ne yɛnyɛma no nyɛ yie mmoa ma Ghana nkɔ n'anim.
Answer na wobɛkɔ no Ashanti Fest no so Ashanti Fest no ɛho nkɔmɔ te sɛn.
Ashanti Fest no a program Dr. Zafran Kamakohene ba last year no wodi kan isi last year no na a new on board, so a lot of things didn't go on this war, but this year nyamia dom yenya headline sponsor MTN for boy Vena for boy and other groups boy and then even kwa paint kakaya because I'm able man for mother boy edine ashekwa na EBS no menya issue. Intermediate, I wouldn't go into the names. I remember one issue got one more video because we need one more. A lot of people have helped from the first day to date. The because you'll be a show and collect when you mention my name. Now, Ashanti Fest, no say this week, a Kente week, you be a whole week Kente. By now, the painting, no, and then Kolano more, and I take you over and Jama this week, no, Kente week, no, from Yamebo next week, Ashanti Expo. From Monday to Friday, Ashanti Expo. Over the weekend, sorry, near other things next week. And then on Monday, Yabeko Lake, Agwadi Ashanti Fest, no. And it's a lot of programs. It's all the programs never send them. So I feel you say, so also this Tana Dinia, come to Kumasi, never Kayana in the Eastern, and my Eastern in front of my friends.
Na wase pa na me senya mpamfama o.
Yo me da se pa.
Me so me da se. Honorable Amo Camel. Eye MC Asokwa. E de na atwen komo. Na onye wa de ma me kofa nkomo yi ba ye ne se.
Aha.
Enkwala no.
Oh.
E na asafo interchange no. Wo makoye painting e wa ase.
Efu.
Na okrabrini bi. Ade akye ya wo mu nwie no. What the paint kokwa
akosense na no ho side no wa oh da bi o ofa enti o man be ni
dia bro
oh
hwe ana no ada na me wo Switzerland.
Okay.
Na omo ba bi e fe no London Museum.
Okay.
Na London Museum no ye tuaka o ye hwe ni free o bajo.
Okay, so how a museum, Tino?
Now, Busam said near my London Museum, you pa near my wall, paintings. Paintings, and the one around a true story was here. Now, a mescapa.
Paintings, no.
Hey!
What found him say?
Painting back, so I'm your paintings exhibition.
Okay.
Photo exhibition is
I.
Who's the painting be wa ye ni be a 1940 na e be obi ye oshina nipa krokro ye wo wood da ye oshina ye ti mo oshin be more than $200,000
painting
painting no
$200,000
yes.
Okay. And the message is my profession. I know if I had too late.
And yasem ketwa.
Hey, sika omza.
Me hwe. Enye easy. I say it so call penifo office abo say ya draw mu ho.
Esisi ho no.
Ne value no a can picture.
What found him say be on me to say I say kwayem na ya draw na oba bi ti ho na nisio. Oh.
Memfa Minister nipa bebre enko the Vatican.
Okay.
Now we call the Vatican Museum. The Vatican Museum.
Okay.
Sabre Pope na owo around 11th and the 12th century. And you see Vatican no. Where yes asori dan no any the museum no any ade no. On your paintings and drawings, a dining baby. Not paintings and drawings are Michelangelo. Mr. Wine?
Michelangelo.
Aha. And I said, what about Bafuma? Michelangelo. Well, yeah, you know.
Oh, fine.
Certainly, you are Italian.
Auntie, sound on pronunciation.
Yeah. Now, oh, yeah. on na yesu
portrait ni pictures na
ni nyina de wo hu ni nyina
no hu yesu ai
wo say
on hu yesu ai
ye fra ade bi in arts ye fra no imaginative composition.
Okay. Wow.
Guessing it. Said ye na magye nkwa no obetie.
Okay.
Eti o hye ne se wonye sa paintings ni nyina na obia wahwe sa painting ni bia no nipa bia wo drone wo mu bia wo ye oba wo ye beema no ne ade bia no ebi wo kwa status obi a wonim Italy bia no ana Vatican bia no ana wako Spain wako Madrid wako Barcelona Garra no ne ade paintings a wo nyina no bebre wo a ye nhye o matade
naked
paintings ni bebre including oba baby to Belgium mo be hu akwala odwonso
yeah
wo national emblem
abofra na odwonso ze wo hwe omubisa ya leta wo ba
history na minyabra
okay
me kiremu ama wate ase
okay
enti sa paintings ni nyina na yakwa abrochira yakogina ho hwe na yatwitwa bie any status ni ade nyina nti omo mfa ni agro
enu no wafa mimi se woni ni twa picture utue ska na se
ebi o a ebi abekọ the palace ubekọ no ewo ho bebre no akogina bi ho no watwa picture ewo history nansen London wo ba Buckingham Palace enu so bi wo ho status esisi wo no only Nelson Mandela anu ono kwa wo ne statue esi Buckingham Palace.
A great man.
Enti areho pa areho. Me be because of my background as a cultural officer.
Okay.
Me visit various historical and cultural traditional sites. Bia me ko bia
na wa ba kwasem no so ya o febi
me ko
bia ne so be che dia mai
me was Sydney, Australia. Me call the opera no eno so esinsuom na efe papa no o ma twero ho say in 1958 e de nipa bia edo Australia man no e kan wo ma dwene bo mu se wo mbesi the opera so that nchirima ba no mo behu the opera no wo mo so beto asese nipa bi ba ya na wo dwen Australia ni Sydney man ho na wo mo yense na host e de kire se na wo mo dwen o ma ho nti mo bayi nchirima so ento aso na
wa kwasem ni you
makose no me bebre minimbi wo Russia minimbi wo so many places.
Travel and see ampa.
Travel and see. Me ya me call one say Chinese for stay to kese bi no. Me call China me call for shan. E wo for shan. E ko hwe na obefru be pa na e wo bipo na TV.
Kakraka bi.
So pa. Because we gina e ho a untimi twa picture and cover even 5% of it. A huge.
Wow. Wafa no ne ho abakwasem ne sen.
E wa abakosem pa. Me kwa minya daji o.
Pa o.
Na eno say no ubetwa take it na so wo ka waja na wase ha for shan in China. Na e de wakfro
I say
akosoro
mambo bepo na sha.
Eti wudi me kwa aba na anika
okay
na yemu wahu
ofa de kobra na
me kwa aba wati
you offer
okay 101.7 so any Ora Charles Owusu a former director operations Emma Forestry Commission na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo Uncle Charles me mo acha no pay
Kwame anope me Joshua bro
me mo acha no pay
Kwame me Joshua
Mpombo ko de
nyamia daroma wama de pa achi ya me no kasa idie aseda nyina yo nyametia so da nyametia
ya de nyame ase pa na enne na mahunu story bi e wa ha no pay a me pese me ne wo ehye e wo na e wo enne daily guide me wo se SML GRA scandal OSP yet to serve Oforiata and Akori ni nyina ne se kwadu ade abo SMS fo ene GRA fo amani abepie mu ni se OSP wontimi nya yewa Oforiata and serve na enu sankomo yi ekisen
yo Kwame mame na wahye na menchia woni wapamfo mo ye John pai achiefo so ajimra echiu nse ofidie anopadua wado kasa ubia feedback na chere pefe Ghana for toto na ne chiu pa enenti medase so ma mensa kwan na make us ideas me no ka say na ekobi prum so kuransa so dize en kuransa a cha fm for abiem
yedase
anopa bia na wadwuma paso nti e man kuransa man so ete woni dara ba ma men chia kuransa man na me chia dia na me de ma chia aja asanteman PCA otumfo abakan ye awrade ba fopim na na kwambafo a otoso enan ne maame tapoma tumfo yire bichia ma no pai papa aba me onse na no me no di hu nkomo
ani
nyame ya adoma na odi adom echeye on the 4th of next month April nyame ya adoma da etoso en 9 ye pa na nakwa mbafo awrade bafo pim oyen kransaman otumfo abakan ye pan hontuma akire kransaman ani wiase nyina onene maame aye oba hema sapoma eti yetu ensa frɛ Ghana fo nyina titru ne kransafo mba
ni titru ye ne aye asenefo ye bebo behwe mekom behwe aguna ene obi a wo asene ni bia na sese asene de hye ena wono so ye yina kire nkransaman ti no wadi mi asu maka kire mi kromfo akumsadumase se dan no wo mo mpepem na wo mo propro futuro na ewo ayini so na eho na meba beda
kese pan ne kwanso ananti wodi ya bi company for se wodi wa ya yansi wo yenti wodi ensade de wonsa dam data na woda afi na wo mo tie ne no ene yesi obi a so mecha yen oni se nyame nchaade nyame aye atom ama ne o man pani otia konya si ne yire aye oba ahofe papa bi Lordina Mahama oyen kwanza ni ba pio na etoda bi obi pratim ka se bia me find way free me ton way free da bi on dey on tesa oye 100% en kwanza ni enti nananom so ahye ni munyam already ebi abai oye sompa hima enti jumudi a ebeba si ono na eba betre dwam apwa ama yapana na hontumanti yenu aba Lordina Mahama sompa hima nana odaro meburu yamo akwa abafronko na yedododo nkwanza man dododo ene enmonyam sha odi abran kransa Kwame o kan saade a nyame admo the 4th of April no ani nyina ne anamo nyina tene ekon kransa yakoshe otumfo abakan radiba fupim kransa man hene enmonyam na me tie una udi nkomo bi fa ade fefa na mo akohene ene yenuanum nkuma wa Santibrigi yewo various interchanges yeso obi akose no Kwame sanete
anio Ade Akye ya nipa kro with the red paint akoyi yemu a ni titru mampani kra ko picture na ho no with the red paint ade asem asem sei edi face ade na ho no
ebi en class for papa sebi ebi en class for papa ebi en ntio amanya same time ben no keze nyawo na aye enti obi ya yen tontene yen say no I mean, what is this? Mat me so obi ko ya kasa say na interchange no na aye interchange no papa sika na dey
what they call a radio so a o matwa na ba social media kwara na draw na ayi kofo kro ye na ade no ko draw ne picture ho e na o ma ko draw mampani Mahama de ho minim se wa hwe social media
Kwame to da be special here in class system ebi eninti fra nti ade fa enya ye fe must be MPP and so ye bibi organa ha ana NDC na so ye bibi organa ha na ni amamu ne kasa ye nto aso adwuma no na ne na sekere ne sei so obi aba na obetima ye niema nyina ma ye ndia ani abato kra no mpato ne sei yenim so obi ba ontumi nya wie nti ana ebi fi wa na ebi aba eye nkura sesem ba me eye nimbu sesem so so enkola no ayi omuyem aye niema fefese ni ye de bebo mapa so na ebi aso regional minister na odi sabi na dwen initiative bae yinsisu ye pa bae say yenye bibisa enfine beautify asanteman na yemfa hyenkola na nimunyam na wo kwabrane wotimi to paint na wo sika do to paint the one to paint am nkofo anko paint sabi yewura kufado amfanto saka weta ko paint yewura kufado so to baby wuro ana kwa mnyasa
sanete
sada brene doso sabi ya paint yewura John Dramani Mahama na ofi say yewura John Dramani Mahama nyo na ye interchange no enti oni kwan say ye de me bo ho a na ne koto paint bi na fa nkofo ne enko paint yewura kufado so mo ho na ye
ano kwa ye ne MC kasa ye ne sese ya no wo se enne ene nu an kra no wo mato so adro mampani dada akofo yewura ananda akofo ado ene wo mo maka nyina mpanifo ne ye draw wo nyina akọ ade en kra no wo nwie yo ene emse ni ese nipa kra ene hio se dam bi no bo se de enyo
I mean, before that, you know, I don't know what I say you. Put hey. Various discussions about Nkofo. Sabi, a binum ye ni ano sabi opposition parties man. Na one set na oye, and I will plenty, and also a general home and I will plenty. Now, oba any a plenty and go be plenty so. Say, any am a cooking and oba, ni a plenty. Plenty na ye ka ho asem na but o
amukwa kasa o musa kasa ti a se afa ese wo mabebo jams wo ho enkwara no ye no wo mo di machines abesu obo nwum na no nyina hia concert
no no me dey wa minti ase o minti ase Ghana ndi ye hia ni sa ekofodu mrebia ya santima wura na true ni na si from say there be say konfo no chechi ayen na de she na me no mote ha me mpene ma konfo no chintitin empansam na momia o hene me de me na be si from na ma gige nto bo na me ya konfo no chi yi na ma no ko no wai ana hedi swami ma tru kwan aye hedi swami ma tru kwan aye Ade mamba na ma 8 years na 8 years na ba ni no
ba ho
kede na swami ma tu kwan kede aye ama pumasi in the middle of the city I say kurase why what is this why ade dia manyo so me bibia this is a time e ni wo some cry the bakwa ho ye see when you what ferry because that will not change anything. Adi efa efe abrantie na waba no oye niema na enye papa momo yenka ho asem yemfre no enua kuma mo akohene adi awuye emwa santeman adi awuye asusunsan so magana enko nani enti ni nua manye sa adi we bakwa me so obi kase yewura kufo do penso iba do fa dankwa sector any other areas ubepona ya ye painting je ko bi chebi lante ase ho ya ye painting o man tanye kufado o ye ledie o ye mane ye fe me ti we de bia me ka se wo fa poku ase fan na sa bi wudu jonte otra old barrier ho na o fro so ho na kania na pan sa na mfifi na ɛda hɔ na hwɛ sɛ na yɛ kansi na yɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ a wontumi ka ba Ghana abakɔsɛm a wobɛyi ewura Akufo-Addo din afiri abakɔsɛm no mu da na yɛka no yɛ gyadeɛ bɛn the free education nnɛ ama mmɔfra yi nya akwan nya nnuasiahunu ɛtumi kɔyɛ painting wɔ hɔ a ɛnɛ yɛka ho asɛm yi na ɛho sunsunsansoɔ no bi yɛ yɛwura Akufo-Addo ne tirimmpɔ no ne hyehyɛ paa ɔde baeɛ a ɔbɛboa sɛ Ghana ni ba bi a yɛawo no deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔtumi boa ma sɛbe ɛnwoma sua no yɛnya duro sɛ pɛmpɛnsuo bi yɛwura Akufo-Addo yɛmmoa mo ɛnɛ wɔ ahogyee mu nanso wadwuma ayɛ a woyɛ yɛ sunsunsansoɔ Ghanafoɔ ɛdi hu dɛ ɛnɛ a yɛkasa yi enti Kwame saa sɛbe amanyɔsɛm tantantan wei yɛsosɔ so wɔ Ghana ha ɛnyɛ yie mesrɛ Ghana Police Service anda yɛwura tɛtɛnyɛw no wodeɛ woyɛ ma no yɛfɛ dodo memefrɛ no silent killer ɔno a ɔnkasa nanso ne nnwuma ɛkasa ma no sɛbi wohunu sɛ wɔnam mmɔnten so a wɔdirect traffic light wohunu mmɔnten so sɛ ɔyɛ nneɛma binom ɛkeka ka ho bi a yɛhu bi mmerɛ bi atwa mu nanso ɛnnɛ sɛ wo sɛ wobɛdi bɔne nko a wɔ ɔman mu nko a deɛ baabi a ɔsɛ biara na wobɛyi wapue yɛwɔ cameras ɛwɔ meyɛ sure sɛ interchange no area nyinaa cameras wɔ they should look into the cameras na yɛmpɛ kwan yɛbɛfa so yɛbɛkyi nipa koro a wodi saa nyamnansɛm no na yɛka toɔ sɛ yɛma nyɔsɛm no we can disagree to agree sɛbe me NDC ni nya metamfoɔ MPP ni nya metamfoɔ ɛfiri sɛ Ghana baakane ansa MPP ba Ghana baakane ansa NDC ba but asanteman wɔ hɔ ansa na Ghana ɛba o Kwame so dim saa Kwame
tie pa na ayi angecha sei adeɛ baako a mahwɛ ehu sɛ sesei deɛ bɛ na ɛkɔ nipa mu a maybe nansa bi hu sɛ wɔn kɔ si President Akufo-Addo picture ni statue esi baabi na nipa bi akɔbubu ato agu wo hɔ saa na obi asɔre ayi no kora ɛbɔ hɔ no akwa aba no ɛbɔ hɔ no ni sɛ bɔ ha aha yɛ hwanhwan fɔdea ni adeade wo hɔ saa obi si da bi nipa wei sei me ma ne medi MC wɔ ha me ma ne meyɛ MP wɔ ha ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ nipa mu a ɛde saa deɛ no ɛbɛyi to the sense sɛ deɛ akɔsi wɔ asukɔ
mentia si o ɛnnɛ sɛbe wontimi ne wo nua a wɔyɛ NDC ni ɛnkasa deɛ ɔgyina NPP ni gyina nkyɛn sɛ ei ɔne NDC ni kasa nko adeɛ ne ɔyɛ NDC ni ɛne ɔyɛ metamfoɔ wontimi ne MPP ni nkasa NDC ni tia ei adentina ne ɔne MPP ni kasa ɛne ɔyɛ metamfoɔ fa ne yɛkɔ bebrebe nyinaa koraa mo ba ɛkyɛn mfie ngɔtwe na mo firi aban no so kɔ ɔman no so na mo kɔ fie ngɔtwe yɛwura Akufo-Addo baayɛ yɛde ntoma ɛsɛ ne fam akyire wɔkɔ na yɛde tutuo de gya ne kwan ti yɛho bi pɛn yɛho bi ɔman mu ame sɛ si a ɛmeduru wagya old barrier na yɛayɛ billboard kɛseɛ ɛne yɛatwerɛ so Akwasidaa USA asantema wura na ɛda so ɛnka ha ne si o nka wagya billboard kɛseɛ paa na nka sɛbe yɛyɛ Akwasidaa ɛwɔ USA ɔman mu a nka billboard no nka wagya na ɛde bɛsi ɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛyɛ nipa baako ɔman baako nipa baako sɛ woyɛ frafrani woyɛ dagatini woyɛ mosini woyɛ mampurusini woyɛ dagombani woyɛ nkrani woyɛ asantini woyɛ buroni woyɛ achimini yɛn nyinaa yɛ nipa baako na saa nneɛma wei na ɛde nkyekyɛmu ɛde baabi a na afei ɛde ɔtan aba biribi ketewa mu na ɛde ntɔkwa aba because sɛbi saa ɔbakɛ ne akɔ aba ne nsɛmhunu ne ho a ho ɛbaayɛ ɛnnɛ deɛ na ɛde baayɛ infact aberanteɛ a ɔkɔ akɔsɛ adeɛ ɔkɔsɛ ne wieɛ no ɛdeɛ bɛ mpaa na ɛde aba bɛka asantema ho sɛ na mmom deɛ ɛsi ne sɛ biribi afiri asantema mu because ade fɛɛfɛɛ no a nanka ɛbɛboa ma asantema animuonyam ɛyɛ kɛseɛ no ɛna wasɛe no nyansa bɛ ne o I've seen various social media yi ankɔfoɔ ɛna amoako hene no ɛna wɔyɛ tiktoker na si mmerɛ dane na ɔdan ho Kwame kane no na yɛni president a ɔkɔtwerɛ biribi wɔ Twitter ɔkɔ Instagram akɔtwerɛ biribi Facebook nanso ɛnnɛ mmɛburu dodoɔ no saa yɛn na ɔmowɔ nti if you want to engage them that is where you have to go na aberanteɛ no ahu ne ntɛm na ɔyɛ biribi na say your fa na wa ye bi ana won yire ne ho nya adwuma ana oba ye adwuma be na wa ye say ya pe say ya mpe say ya ti we die ye bra John Dramani Mahama ye omampani die o ye bi minister ne mo me de mestre ne say enka yemfo ye nim die ne ahoden emmoa no because asanteman ye yia ne ye nyina ye ho be den ye ho be toyen say be ya say o tia ye kire na obetie na sopam efri say de o ya ye papa no ye bo na baso ana na o tia de a ye ka kire na wonti na sopam nemum ya manya tuma ye no say bibi obia be ye bia say nya me pati nko ade ya de boni kwa me ye de kire oman a enye yiye efri say ye sum oman ba de nsoma manyuko me tuwe me sum asanteman ana me sum kranzaman me sum kranza na me de akosum santeman enti me sum asanteman no kranza yiyi me sum kranza so asanteman yiyi sabe ti pepe na saa ni otan we no muma ye nyi film na radio presenter na outinase na de otifie ana make say the person can make no man kan saa we en tamfo obedi di watem saa na waje ya maji anka ne ga make sai ni ko ye na ye nya penda ni kwa mi ade ya esi no ye na ye nfonde ho be mo me hye enua amako hene me hye no me mani me hye me bona baso ma se nkuna se de oye no onkoto anye ngba niam bi se esi ana kese de oye no oye niam papa onkoto anye de obetima ye bia as a brantie a obetimi de onso ne chefa be ka de mpanimfu a atwam kono aye ebe boa ma asanteman ni monyama pagya asanteman aye kese efri se there's a Korean ambassador ne half ye Korean and half ye Ghana
Kwame
Nkrumah me share no kotina Korea TV ketia so no na o promote the Ashanti culture.
Aye.
Na o promote Ashanti men and Ashanti culture. And Ghana, you promote Ashanti man, you promote Ghana. Because the two folk, you know, the man Ashanti man. And so, o you know the man o man Ghana. O free hat, o man muko baby I see. O hinkesi a wa Ashanti man ma o ye Ghana ni abakuriso. Nti o peja Ashanti man no na Ghana so den e peja. And it's if a Korean, half Ghanaian, I could send a video so. Now one can be beer for my Ghana or can't pay us Santamaya. Miss Stone, ya Santamamu, ya tinker. Omian Pija and Pesiaso. Now I net Rabashi, Naya Nama, yet him ya Wapoya. Kwame, I somehow the two day. OSP in your penny can offer and 7 others. And I also say, Ghana ha, Sabi, you knew what some, it will do what some of Montenso and the Edwaka court. Name of your local court to 2 years and cancel my court to myself. It will be court to it means it's woman in ye. Name of Mujapa and Comodia, cost your man will move pa. Yemia penny can offer and in penny four, so I can't honor that one. Na kama ese jama ye kokota de tia e bebuam kun fokra kokon enso beti ne de paper yi kan ho aso ne se ye nya anu mpo nsevo no mpo na sabe man so tire se answer beti be di obi atem no age se service no asem kura na akwa du ka wo de bo no watimi de ato nanim amana so mu ansa ne etime di na sem di bebebe nyina anu ani ana Kwame and when I come out of you, I send by it to me, when you pay, you must say photo. And to bones, who say your bail conditions square war, Mama. And so that you say, even if I get to say why you're born in, and see how fast to be a day, and Famano. Nanka Kwame, yes, sir. Case to be an hour court. Yama will be 800 million Ghana city bill. 800 million Ghana city bill. I'm here. So they are no other minute income. We better be able to catch yourself. Me and I do Yesu Christo in Fimuno. I'm Mujana Bayano. One pound for Bibia, South Piano, for Brabber to work, for Batoa, for big condition, which when you are one for. We shall touch a Maria now in Nambia.
Be
not a media Dania Dania. I mean, a mere idea Dania Dania. And a yawo, what China you be. Because you say, Jose. Obi so that say emre bi bedu ama yewura kan ofori ata animase ansem say womo say animo
because Keno for Rata they were a high profile person one World Bank for deal sent one crown kawope BB as ordinary citizens of the United States meaning say BB akra one never know what them na
Kwame na unim dia yo hono say mfitiase no yesi o wadwane sabe yenim say mra mu say wo tu kwan na say wuni asem bia da court wundan asem bia da police station na wakwaje sabi okrata bia kwosere court ama opa ama otu kwan na otu kwan afa me e fa say wadwane ana enso ye beka na bonte say wadwane ko ye ni say pena train wadwane afonza etse ni pansa o wi ana mpani fo so wahwe ni yi na wahwe ada wo de be fra kwa frankwan ni be because you say eni pansa e be fi say afonza because of work and sending ni pansa and the set o man you wouldn't say the criminal charges so I mean na sizi wo bia o e be say obaya ti za ban ejapade enti say juma kwa na wo ya dey so betuma ye wojuma. In fact, the credibility is not confirmed because we be anywhere person or new beer. Yet, charges at this are binding the wax them or no be Yankee would be. Now, so basically, since November, December, our case is starting machine. The paper you can want on your catching me. I sometimes Frank and said and starting you.
Pina, I ba Kubia, Mimiti, and say, special prosecutor no epese odi wo nyina asem ebom na adan na yesi di pebsu review say okay adan ko ni wo mo maka ne de na ka wo so be try wo na essential onye o si chinchina wonya wo nse wo but wo na yeso ha enti na no chese yan kan say
for me no ka ya min strategy
for Rata or lawyers were Hamboa. A bro Yarian, then lawyers that the cat about court to say. Say.
Now,
so person you can serve the person through his lawyers, attorneys.
You are opposite that some say. Until so being you do not have a cajon. And ya the attribute, as I know of a court and because wedding, a dear seven.
Show me, bo. And yes, ask him, I knew.
Since December.
Obia, sir, as Obia need the quad where the abon.
What you Obia the quad where the abon.
And it won't say, not until Senipami and no bebano.
Sana would say a report to the media. Until anybody you know, you've been your mono. There are 10 14 Uncle Sanka said that on yen to me money. But unfortunately, no one said about not a deeper nuna said be a war my muno. Maybe so, as some bisa. Yeah, no more did Yana. So it will be an anything, but the person some money in there to do. It is a me. Say it will be coming home our bonny be one. Not sabi you may man and name ha. Now my already say at some corner who can't to me so. My already me one was it there be. Minya wouldn't and find my idea. And the assembly am media to Subiano. Me a man can want some. This is what means something free so. Is it fair? Kwame, is it fair?
There be any fair.
Now Bible says it's a crew of the Union. And one of the basis wedding. Hey, you, there is God. Obi catch you saying a million wa. Next people corner sabi or a pasia. Bible says pasia the thing can akumu saying a million anyhow. Family, there is God. Whether you believe it or you don't, may say there is God. We believe in Timothy saying a me. And I will disbelieve.
Hey, Mamma, I'm sorry, my reading for proceedings. You don't be beside one. Nippon, I come on some woman in case. Fu, before you tell your king, one lawyers were ha, and some be all crown and lawyers so at the back court. 3. Ye Kasa, ye nim bebia or pote yenim baby a owo pote kwa prison facility owo no nyina yenim enti ede be na aka say yenya ne nsebe ana ekebia prosecution betimi aye order of substituted service na bia social media no nyina ye de agugu enim ne de amane lawyers na fei wo ma sa shase se ye try in essential because evidence ya wo de bebu oforiata ne akoride no wo prosecution no and necessary wo provide ana meboa
ami pepe na so na mi dika ka say if your man woni ete say yenia ba sa dinam tamakro ya ti o ya ti no ya de ne ba ni Kwame Pacho bosumi sen
ni
enti de ya ti ne kwa enti fa na ma ya na de enchi no
ayi me for that de no kwa atesem bi a me sete yen say yes US ayi no wo mo hwe mra ne ne manema so wo mo se wo mo provide wo mo e de na wa ye nti a mo se mo de na eba say why they because me say he has not been charged and now you're charging nipa yen charging no say wa committee offense 1 A B C C and now you need na some M1 for in essential ewa ha and e bia ya sa extradition process no e de akofa na aide aba
Kwame
eti no sabrenti so wo yesa de na wontimi mfa ne ma because won charge no uni na samwa ma ko hu sampa odi fo
na tell you can frata de wo ya asama
it as we speak no he's not guilty of any offense anko pim se bia court no di asem na wi anamboa
utie mfomudi e court o monten so a Kwame asem ni pe wo mu na ya bu mkum fo dada ya di asem na wi I find of guilty na akata bia ya di sentence ba beto abonten area mo meanwhile procedure e wo court no enchire de na ye ka ho na de me ya pa kasin say
even case management conference kura anko so
sabi omnimke ani omkumudi a omudi sa asem ba ana ya papa obabu say de onim papa na wanya no e se no boni because ye dini fa na sem wa bonti wie gudi pa no fi poto aba ye nim se court for sansem a ye kan nya sansem ye ko kan court ho yes an ye kan ho anti mesre o man ye ti ayon ko etia dia ye de ye obi a na obi a kan na otum so de be ka sa abo no sorry en so because of free me so de be ba so there bi o se sorry me so ti abo na ya sorry so wi officer no watom woni nse otena nje o de be ba no so enti if is every day Bruni kan also let's give time some time yema emre na emre na mfa na ho den emra na de airport no Kwame ajinya men kwa na betimi aka ajinya men kwa
miwa ane mama na se na me senya mpanso emfa ma
Kwame medima no si medima ni si no yema sense wo ye be ma bia me so if you ready achi kwan na mema ye japade e wasase su nyina ye yankwa ani ye ni ji e wasase so
ye japade e wasase su nyina ye de be ni de
in fact sa Kwame ade ba ko wo mu ni se onyame ammo be ma nkwa because be ma ye japade o so ya ma me ye ne ma
wo say ye si dan kwa ye hye dan yi de bedam ye yi oba ne dan mema no do se na esi dan e hye da wo ono kwa ne de da bi
ba mentan te se
ye yi kwala no we die ni dia obeyie no e de ono ne ni na dem
adema abusia na mo mbre na chi nyina na de o die wo mu a obetima bɔ ho ba e firi won sa wo lusu ye wonkwa de me kanfo Kristo aye Yesu de amagana be ma bidia da hwehwe awurade achi kwan na wa ma wo de wa koma pɛ ɔbɔ nkwa ho ban wa mo asumdue so den aka ba me nyame hia wo no apamfo
awurade so nhia won so Reverend Charles Owusu, a former director of operations, Forestry Commission, and he na train come okay 101.7. So any yenko him na anyway.
Offer. Oh, Emraya do. Emraya
Ghana han wonim.
Dabio.
Asamba bebe na utia bonten dia. One the emotions na kasa.
Eh dia tinkan na case we so da ben ni china we omu we obedi yesu. Say anya sa na tie.
You know. Eno amenya kwa akopie mu court wakotie bi kakra me dem kokotie.
Okay.
Na said the daily guide I report no. Said OSP ni strategy no. Opeso odi wo masem nyina bom.
Omienu no.
Omi nipa be se numu ase ekire. Enso
minim se ken ni akore.
Ni won kwa
America ya.
SML ka ho GR former GR director
Amisha Dai.
Kofi Ntika ho owura Mr. Crensel. Wono so ka ho amodoso. But OSP no e pese odi asem ni nyina bom. Iti be kwa de mitimu metodin na mse na ne na da ruma kan bi ana wo hospital no se ne lawyers na de ba court be ka se oyare hwe eti se opeso o charge no a fa bibia fa ne lawyers ne so no mo fa nkoma no ana e bi amboa
na se wo fa
se wo de man no na when he is formally charged na hwe so amudi banku no ayi so Ebra oye formally charged no.
Oh, I send ya tete no. Oh, ba fefo. Send ya na tete no.
Eti what we do ni say. Yanka yamra no wasem. Yanka
yamra asem a.
What you do ni say okay. Say mu omo. Ye order of statutory service. Fagba social media baby a na japade wa fa kobobo munim ne WhatsApp number kura mon forward bi man na mon try in absentia
so when you wanna ye di na sem
say on lawyers be representing na mon representing
okay
because evidence no ono no a wo ba no say kura say foriata ba
wan ka say
ba cho wa ba wan kasa wa charge no woman babe woman babe ya o wa kwotena fie
wa twen
na da bia no ayede no aba court eda ne wonfa no obi ba wa ba represent no ni edi asem na si edi ne bo no a abo no amo no dan mi kan wa sese mini fori attack me ba ba face emra no
I'm sure say ne lawyer for ne na talk true over this issue. Nti ebia anamoto bi otubia no. Omunim ne nti otu sana.
Na a special prosecutor no, office of the special prosecutor ne say. Not until so obenya omo asebe omo no.
Omo mienu nso omo nyina so friends akore ne Ken nyina so America o. E na obi ti say Ken say munim bebi owo. So what are you saying say
so that the tension. Because he'll be represented by his lawyers.
Exactly.
And think among fan command. Now, idea way dear, any a better papa, say Yamiam memoir.
And I can't say Uncle Uncle to have a near win and near good way.
And what I've been about. Now,
I think can you de casa? Yes, I'm running.
Yes, Anna, I'm running here. Law is law. Say, Parliament are passing ra. Legal education
no ebebo echi
enkoye makola nko a
isi at the universities ni bi ohonum a ye be mo sa atumi no and you call them now koye bachelor of law ni wi a ehonum na so be san akọ e de aye lawyer adwuma
me na sia me me de wa aburuchire
me wo fa ye wo Ghana
ada me wi a na ma be ye 1 year ayi no ha
okay
na manso menkani ho manso
e na ba be
ho manso
Bachelor of Law no cry dey say ja only degree abeko 4 years na wo degree na akotre.
Da bi medium sibeyem dey wa abrichiri.
Awunya wa ha. Oh okay. Matias here. Manso nti.
Mate mi kwadi nkoma aba wate. Besa aba chapters na wonim say Makola Ghana School of Law no. Kwame Nkrumah ne eteye.
E kan ejapade na wojade ma Ghana no ho. Na no ka kire ye.
Ghana School of Law.
Nti ye over 60 years so.
Aye. Na my womb back. And he said, Yenny a bed chilling. So now, Busa say, ye be ye day.
Ah, na me bisa say.
Oh, ye ba ye no, ye call diversity implementation. And now ye come to my ye muka crack. Yeah, dear. Now, baby said job 600 at parliament. It's the 600 project and Kwame Nkrumah. Now, ye two no. It take in over 50 years and some yet to complete.
I tell you.
Independence Square. Wow, Independence Square now.
Aye. You see, I'm the Black Star Square.
What is Kwame Nkrumah?
What they saying?
What the £54,000.
Wow.
A chain and nipa basic contract. No, I say nipa be inflated. Into a raising one some House of Assembly. But I'm quite no. Na edasoye 54 then £58,000. Yamfa wi anka ho. Yamfa wi anka ho.
Hey. Ti Nkrumah ebenya usaso papa. Eja.
Na me nkona me samra what me samra na cheme da say. Okay, 101.7 fini. Honorable Russ Mubarak. Eye former MP for Kumbungu. Na yene no entwetwe enkomo. Honorable Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Nabako de.
Me ma ojuma Mubarak ene etiefo nyina nyankopɔ enhyira.
Ami
enka ye my Ghana.
Ami ami wa wuti a wonya muslimuni no Friday bia no eye juma. Aha, anti wa mami Juma Mubarak. Onabwe mami bra say Trump wa pese oja akon no ana because he run for amano eniema mako num bia so odiso a ane wo mbetimi agyae ekon no ekon wo so ma wo 15 say sa 15 ayina wo de ama wo no so wo ma anye wanya obeba be bombu wo ma ade a wo mbehunu pa no enya asem kitwa enra sesen sese Ben Gurion airport a ewo Tel Aviv no wo ma closing it down indefinitely na enkomo eti say ekon no say do no afro tegare hwa na edi nkunim hwa na ebra se ye ho dan se wiase
me da se Kwame na the tiene say obekaya Trump ema deadline bi say 48-hour deadline say say Iran for answer and ma accept negotiations obe bombe omo infrastructure Iran for catching say omo ready na bombe. I feel before the deadline happened, which was last Monday, Osaka said 1 week. She said they also 10 days. Maybe also no. Now I mean ultimately I will be any assembly. But don't say about free or matata yache. And clearly what they are doing is an imperialist mentality. Say yeah, global powers. The EPBA and the that is exactly what is happening. But I can tell you, say, Ntakwano is not going well, neither for the Americans nor for the Israelis. Of course, Iranians are also getting, hits. But over the level of destructions in Israel currently, Omuhu bida. Na debia ye Kwame, wo na yutufu, jai osunya ya say ya neba. Because over here, European Union normally, Israel, they tend to support Israel and America a lot. But EU countries, America can't say Omonfa troops any Akondia Embrano. All EU countries said no. As a matter of fact, Germany and German President Krabeka said Santa Fano between America and Israel are starting illegal in international law, which is a fact. But you would hardly find Germany criticizing Israel. So if you have a situation where your allies, could come out publicly and embarrass you, and tell you say what you're doing is not right, it means something serious is happening. And no, Amitié or more Israel chief of defense staff. Now he was literally crying because they don't even have the soldiers anymore. Na anymore ya oman force. There's something they call in military terms conscription. Say we are brand here now then now between akoko na onko. There are some countries in the world that chrome ho ehene ana oman penino etimi my effort so edo hye shoja bu.
Ono a Trump no kra no edu ba bia o hyeda eye ne ho se so yare o sede ne nkom pese om de nko bie.
Say Trump the Vietnam war na odoje.
Vietnam war, yeah, that is the Vietnam war.
I'm for the who they say at least over 20 years. Old Trump on survey in the army that Obasanjo and survey that, but meanwhile all send the amount for to go and die for needless wars. In Israel currently they have a shortage of military officers.
Oh,
they have a shortage and they are thinking about forcing people who have already served. Also Israel or more a system of a reservist system. Omo military no say the my no and to say hanom dia ya foul soldier who musa to the rest of your till say over retirement. With their system no you serve for a particular period of time and then they move you to be on reserve. In Tibibiba they could recall you as a reservist to come and support. But after you've served you go back to your civilian life. That is the Israeli system. Unfortunately, even reservists in Ukraine, they're having difficulty finding replacements for the war. And enkoye for Israel, enkoye for the United States of America, and enkoye for the global economy, which is where our focus is on. Because ultimately, crude oil, Kwame it would affect all of us, So ultimately,
come here, quiet nipa be green say, can the way near see a ye car US in canon near the Adinoa, as I said, can who ni kutrayum. Na do outdo omu hu but omu nye hu sa said ye na ye dwen man na matete se kwa de wo se wo be fa fom na wo aba no ma baba beku per the geographical area Iran eda no so wo fa fom e the troops aba ne na baba beku no easy
na Kwame obia look United States of America eba na air superiority it's the number one but one of the two in the world in terms of air superiority. Only a more cool and you've seen it in other war, even in Vietnam as far back as the 60s. In Iraq, Afghanistan, etc. They've got fighter jets. To pay now abe blasted. Currently, Iran is able to attack some of our fighter jets, And according to military experts, it's not easy to, the F-35 fighter jets, Those ones are like top of the range. And it's not easy, say, to fighter jets now Ubehukra with radar and infrared. It's just not easy. But Iran is able to target a number of them. Now, to answer your question, look, Iran has prepared for this at least for the last 25 years.
Ow.
Iran has agreed, say, Ebano, Eriamuntokwa of they can't face America. And that is a fact. And so they've spent a lot of time, resources, energy building their capabilities on ground. America called among the ground forces, called Iraq. You saw what happened to American traders in Afghanistan. Eventually, they left Afghanistan. Without a victory, they left Vietnam. As much as Vietnam, it was one of their worst military encounters. They left without a victory. They left Iraq without a victory. Since 1945, America any obi America engine kunimda, and this is a historical record. In almost every fight that the United States of America has gone into, they've lost that fight because it's one thing, Kwame, going to bomb and remove the leader. Is another thing being able to impose your will on the people and take control and take charge. Afghanistan, after 20 years, eventually they themselves had to run away and pack their sins. In Iraq, Nansen just last week. As a matter of fact, they had to beg Iraqis, say, almost 24 hours to evacuate because their troops were in danger. Those who were in Iraq were in danger. So about a ground invasion, and America, Iran has been taunting them. Taunting, I don't even know how to say that in Tree. I said, Obisi Obabo, now Okachan se bra. Obabo me bra. Iran has been taunting them, say, ground troops and Mamudie, be prepared to send your children in caskets at home to your country. That's what Iran is telling them. And over Iran terrain now, Kwame, for 500 years, no country, no empire has been able to defeat Iran. Iran is a civilization. The Romans tried, they couldn't. The Ottomans tried, they couldn't. The British tried, they couldn't. The Americans tried, they haven't been able to defeat them. For 500 years. This is a historical record. Obia attempted say on Iran, Ebekon ama onyakro edin kuninda. As a matter of fact, I can take you back to the 80s. For 8 years, Iraq was supported by the United States of America and Europe, plus Arab countries, Omucha, Persian Gulf, no Asia, to go and attack Iran. This was the 80s, for 8 years. 8 years, from 1980 to 1988. Eventually, the fight ended up in a draw, literally, because they suffered casualties on both sides. In spite of support Iraq for Indian, from America, from Britain, and the Arab countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq could not defeat Iran. So that is Iran's history in terms of their strength. And one of the reasons is the geographical location. Iran is one of the most difficult terrains you can find anywhere. One of the most, and yet easy to penetrate. Look, this is a country that shares border with with Turkey, with Azerbaijan, with Pakistan, with Afghanistan, with so many countries. And these are all difficult terrains. In Shukra, Etracia, Epiponi, it's just not easy to penetrate. And I don't think that if the Americans attempted a ground invasion, they would succeed. There's also another thing that is happening. Americans are now beginning to tell Israelis, say, "Adena momon fa moma enko kun because ekun enye yekun. Mona moko pen takwa yebe support them, but it looks like momo pese yede yema American children and kosa akoma. Israel is not prepared for a ground invasion of Iran because they know that they will be slaughtered, and so they are not doing it, and they are pushing the Americans to do it. You know, ultimately. What I think, say, and indeed Iran has made this point clearly, say, even though Enyomo was starting Takwano, but Omobe finishing Takwano, they are not willing to negotiate with Trump, neither are they willing to negotiate with Israel for a ceasefire. Because almost your baby, and Omobe Bombay, Omoma Penny, the Ayatollah in Shia Islamic sect is like the Archbishop of Canterbury or even the Pope. Now imagine, say, God forbid, Empire. Imagine somebody goes to attack the Pope and his children. I mean, the Pope is not married, of course, but because of what happened in Iran, Medikasen, during Lent, and Lent is a very important activity on the Christian calendar, especially for Catholics. That is what America and Israel did. They attacked Iran during the holy month of Ramadan and killed the supreme leader in a barbaric way, murdered his grandchildren, murdered some of his children and some of his aides. And Iran is saying, they are not going to forgive America nor Israel for this level of barbarity. And almost until they remove the threat, because almost person sign a ceasefire and next. Now, 5 months, 9 months down the line, like it's happening now. I mean, last year in June as a matter of fact, Israel and America attacked Iran. Omokaya and Tokwani tried. 9 months down the line, you go and attack them again. The Iranians are saying, "Said this will be the last time no more create an opportunity for somebody to come and attack them." And that is why they are on the offensive. First, Israel, no respond. But currently, as we speak, as of today, continuously, the whole of Israel, from 2 a.m. up until 10 a.m. Israel time this morning, Oman is missile upon missile. And it's just for power. Because somebody feels they need to control their region and control their oil and resources, so they have to create instability so that they can be able to divide and rule the people. That is what this is all about. Because we are living in peace. The global economy is recovering from COVID and other things. Things are picking up all of a sudden. And here's another interesting thing, Kwame.
I see.
People are actually making money from the war.
Musa Dankwa, akoye post to be at the afar NDC mo flag bearership race ya nyame pa ebekoswo na odidi nkomo edi nipa bi atoto animu enom ne ade se wenum na eye four runners basa o mbetumi agi tumi num ne ade na mahu sa usudi bibia ba ewo sa ayi ne ho aha na usu kiremu a wosi impajo ye global info analytics ena wo mo de sa de ne ba wo so akasa e de afa ho na wo standpoint pa and say regarding the obetimi awin NDC primaries and our popular among the nipa yenim so obetimi agina ama NDC
me da so kwame me wa chote benka
meto nkapa.
Okay, my standpoint is that first of all, NDC bar bemu. This is 1 year 4 months. And a bunch of when are busy, working to deliver on your Bosha Yeshe Ghana for because Obibia will succeed President Mahama no. If the economy is well and Ghanaians are happy, only a crow job would be easier. But Musa, and he's my very good friend. We speak regularly. So all the information we have at Tija, we need to discuss it and look at the merit of the polls. Now, not Madrid NSA, and now within NDC, Okase, the party in the ABA Quine said Yanko Prime Minister. Now also with the polls are back. Somebody who is the third most important figure in the government. The chief of staff doesn't even appear on a list of potential candidates. Kwame, this is a man who, one, is a successful businessman before politics. Number two, it wasn't even fashionable for people to contest for elections in places like the Eastern region. Now, within him, he was a parliamentary candidate. 2004, 2000 as a matter of fact, and then the year 2004 in the Suhum constituency, subsequently in 2012, regional chairman of the NDC in the Eastern region, one of the most difficult regions for the NDC in the whole Ghana, right? He's been regional minister. Before that, he's even been, chief executive officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority. He's been regional minister, Greater Accra, regional minister, Eastern Region, chief of staff twice. And you tell me, sir, he doesn't even appear on a radar of potential candidates. And Tasum, Kwame, and Tasum. And there's no candidate who has indicated, sir, or contested and are uncontested. And where Ajin Mupo and Minia Musa, and he himself said it's a fatwa. And I believe, said, because he says it's a fatwa, no, the fatwa is arbitrary. It's selective, to exclude a particular candidate in the race. But here's an interesting thing. And now Meneno Asia on another network, on Joy News TV, he admitted, Kwame, say in events the polls are the bar bontino. And yet NDC for ena one or more edin como and NDC delegates. Now a general public. And I'm saying because say NDC delegates one but even if it's general public crano, I mean I know for a fact that people respect him greatly in the country. And then he also raised an issue, said, Ghana Fokra, according to Ono poll, no, and the question Ghana for voters, Dodona a Mebunu. Now, a Mebunu no essay or mope abrantie. And I'm going to say, Minia, say Mebunu no say or mope abrantie. And yeah, list out the buy and Tasumu. Because number one, Julius Zebra is 69 years. As a matter of fact, next month will be at 60 years. And it is a brand here. You have somebody in the person of the national chairman who's going to be 70 years this year. By the next elections, he's going to be 72 years. You have Her Excellency the Vice President who will be 74 years this year. By the next election, she's going to be 76. Who does it? And it is a wow conducted polls. Now, or say, Mebunu say, Omopedi, or Wahon, brand here. Now, almost a 70-year-old and a 74-year-old album. Now, Obi are already 59, any less than one. Kwame, and now. And I made a point. It's not just candidates and the fact that
what do you want to Ghana for anymore? Now, because I'm part of where you apart from Abia Chama said in Ketia, the patrol, you're out of force in the patrol said in him. Ghana said the picture, would it for school be now for could you say, Patrol, where you man in him. On one case, that he contradicted himself with the kind of analysis he made yesterday. Say, Mebunezi omopa abrantia, but it's almost any abrantia. Mebunezi omopa abrantia owomu. One way. Meba Kwame. Any abrantia biya no mope. Abrantia omohwehwe umbinya no. Abrantia owotima. Abrantia owo ejuma no enimudie. Abrantia ofre na najo anapo ewia o ubenya no. Abrantia wasomo party in one of the most difficult places in the country, started from the eastern region, made his way to the national level. And see, if you are having a conversation about potential candidates and you remove a towering figure like the chief of staff, then clearly, you make it look ridiculous. And I even made a point, say, as a matter of fact, Baba Jamal challenged him. I mean, forget about what may have happened in Ayawaso East. When he did the poll, Baba is my friend. Excellency, now Honorable Baba Jamal, is my very good friend. We speak regularly. When the polls came out, he called me. And I said to him, Media, forget about the polls. Focus on your campaign. Because agro any form. And indeed, the results of that election, I mean, you can argue whatever you want to argue, about inducement, etc. A win is a win. And Baba Jamal won. So I drew his attention to the fact that, look, even in Ayawaso East, you got it wrong. And after getting it wrong, you try to justify why you got it wrong. When you clearly know, say, about a parliamentary primary in Ghana, there's no party, no candidate who is clean in this country. And he should point out one candidate, Wakaram said, he's gone to a competitive parliamentary primary. Not to talk about those, who are not going unopposed. And this is not to justify inducement. I mean, people like myself and several others have been crying about what voter inducement is doing to our politics. But that is the reality on the ground. So the polls he made, excluding Julius Debra,
clearly, was not something that is a reflection of the reality on the ground. But Kwame, I said to Musa,
hey, Bakwa, a woman, I'm saying, Confucius, then who yes, soon say, what him say, what him young for Julius Debra, or some Chama Rawlings.
Oh, yes.
Or some Professor John Evans, Fifi Atamels, Yamin Fanny Crazy, or the some Yewa Mahama 1, and also Abasum Mahama 2. And now, Seba Obia, onim party ni mu, na wanim party ni, na wanim di oya juma nyina. Eye onwa.
As a matter of fact,
Saudi no so kwa to nchen a, you can the position of the chief of staff now. One, where your chief operations officer of the presidency in Ghana. Bibia boko wie ne so. Eniaman bi wo kra na wonu atimi solve ansana president kra to say oh say ne see ye ma yesi ana de make mboa
Kobe no and oha jumedia papa no abia. I mean, you don't expect the chief of staff to be on the radio like a minister who would explain certain things about his sector, etc. That is one. And secondly, look, assignment of President Muhammad Yamano, you don't expect him say he would leave that assignment and be running around wanting to be president. No. The party in Emma Kwaya, he cannot do that. Yekra, we wouldn't even allow him to do that. And the same thing applies to ministers who are supposed to focus and deliver on their pre-election promises. But I have said to Minia Musa and anyone who wants to listen, say, any post that does not feature Julius Debra, the chief of staff, as a leading candidate should be taken with a pinch of salt. Given his pedigree, given, all the qualities. You can talk about age, you can talk about competencies, you can talk about loyalty to party, you can, because nipa no na ho brasie o de Kwame. And these are all factors. You'll be surprised, a delegate will tell you, say, oh no, one to about mode simply because of and the person doesn't receive him well. Delegates have a very interesting way of determining who should lead. And more importantly, Kwame, a many do say young primary to elect a president. We are looking for a unifier. Because who be that? We are looking for we would be looking for a candidate who can bridge the party, unite the party. You remember what happened in 2008? In MPP, you remember? They literally had everything going for them. I mean, they had the resources, the machinery, but Enam say Omokoyi candidate are now on to me and Kaomumbum Emomunyakro. They got the results they got in 2008. So the NDC would be going into a primary in the future, guided by history. So the fact that the president's opinion rating and the government's opinion rating is so high is not a guarantee of victory. If you don't put in place the building blocks, if you don't do the right things, select a candidate you want a candidate who can bring the old, the young, the new people in the party, everybody on board. And as far as I am concerned, and Mema Jane and Ametre, our party is a democratic party. Every member of the party can express their opinion. As far as I am concerned, Kwame, there may be potential candidates in the future NDC primary obetimi aka party for a boom, aka Ghana for a boom to deliver a victory for the NDC. But more importantly, to also continue the good governance. Because you could select a candidate in a bar, and you might party, around the party, and you might Maya in the past, no, but these are all possibilities. And who better to lead the NDC in this charge than, the chief of staff? As far as I am concerned, and I'm entitled to express a personal opinion. What do I say? Given the facts as I know it. Fortunately, I'm a delegate myself, and I speak to my fellow delegates, colleagues, former MPs, chief executive officers, branch executives, etc. And the people are wise. The people want to remain in power. They want a situation where, come 2028, by December, it would be an NDC government succeeding an NDC government, and not the other way around. So, of course, this is also not an attack on Musa Dankwa, and I made that clear to him yesterday. Menene Shia or Joy TV. So look, posters get it wrong. And it's okay if you get it wrong at one time or the other. On this particular one now, consistently, because Mahuse Kwame is a pattern, or the post, Baba, over here, na Julius Debra, some 7% to be. He's not just Julius Debra. You're talking about the third most important person in government, after the president and the vice president, in terms of authority. Plus, having served in various capacities in the party from constituency level, as parliamentary candidate in Suhum, through to the region, regional chairman, Eastern Region, local government minister. Yevren is a chief of staff twice. He's got executive experience. So in terms of preparations as to who can succeed President Mahama, in terms of even preparation for the big job, you could say, sir, based on his party and executive experience, he's better prepared than any other name you would hear. And when that time comes, for me, he's my candidate. And I'm entitled to support who I want to support. When that time comes, we would articulate why he should be the main man to lead us to victory.
Kwame,
I wish you a very blessed weekend. I wish them guidance. And now Friday, no. I talk about road accidents. We are killing ourselves on the road. Into BPA or to Kwabia. A driver for, a mate for riders, Ubia, Yabes, Yabaya, na baby Ayakono, Yakudu Hoboko, Yamisha Munya.
So Honorable Ras Mubarak, one no a former MP for Kumbungu, and now Yeneno Ede Enkomo Aisha Swono. Okay, 101.7. So in ye young Messumra, Yaba, Ibidi Enkomo Ahudo.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti ya menu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi papa so ba fie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo adi mprenu ne mpresa da kro beye de ni ahwie fufuo a akode wo nwane adwa mo adwuma se me ne fie adwuma de mini fufuo kakra ba wo medie no ene wato metwa mada paasa aso wo kan na matire nyira wati ate na make am meboa ebo de odi komum na sese ade obra to otwa fufuo ai wo wodwo pam na wo ma siu na wotimu aba na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa ya mbode fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu ada kam kama ya yefra no need fufuo eni anu bi na masori ba antilizi kama me di ye yo sese bia ma me hwe bia need fufuo eye kama say bode fufuo ne mankani fufuo papa bi na wo kan say twan eposim na ede na me so kan so ancho simanu mpe no wa wie wo hie wo kwa papa bi aguso be chese de ama mani kura agisa need fufuo ho ama ko to bi kura ba ne say se de Ghana for si pom fufuo no anu anu ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo drom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo so de bode ne mankani fufuo papa bi ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mojaduro ana pawia ne anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo e wo wufi a eni gye nko a
FDA Ade Akye Abia atum.
Hey, this one be goodie and more. Got plans, got dreams, let your money work and take you places. Pan-African Savings and Loans are here again to give you an exciting promo. From March, deposit and save in multiples of 300 Ghana cedis for 3 months and stand a chance to win big in the goodie and more promo. Example, 300 cedis beyond, when you're talking back, 600 tokens beyond 3,000 and the 10 full chances. places. The more we deposit, now we your tokens be brave. Deposit today and tomorrow you feed in Singapore. Yes, the grand prize is an all-expense paid trip to Singapore, sponsored by Just Travels, your trusted travel partner. Nenya nunko, bosomi biano, acheje bebre, it's a 75-inch TV, microwaves, fridges, and acheje bebre ewo homao. Na a high sense in this home appliances with amount. The more you deposit, the more chances you get to win. Open a current account to stand the chance of winning. So don't wait. Save more, win more, enjoy more. Goodie and more. Deposit today, enjoy tomorrow. You can call us on 030-221-3977. Choose Pan-African. Choose greater strength.
Kuma eda yesiwa nyina ne se obeye military commander.
Attention! Eyes right. Stand at ease.
Ogusuri eda yesiwa adwumanti. Ni sika na okomande wa EcoBank mobile app so.
Operation Supply Aketria. Dispatch Sika 1,000 units via Accra Benin in 10-10-10.
Etoda, ope extra control na wetumi ato enyama ohia pe.
Mobile app command center. Activate virtual card protocols. Nitria sneakers ni t-shirt. Leather coats no die. Abort mission.
Trese, General Adakrano. Na ni standing orders with any bill so. Wa EcoBank mobile app so no. Ubetumi akomande usika. Die dije wa Ghana ni abibrem aman eduesa mensa so. Download the EcoBank mobile app or play an Apple Store. Neyara.
By the left, about turn.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank, enfreo ana enseno SMS, emisa wo pin, OTP, bank card, ana Ghana card ho samo da.
Kwame, mi ya omwao. Me ba panyin no kane no woni made pa. Na so nan se bua no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple kra. Fanuko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bo na make as much as me Fanuko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wo no mo a. Wo de sua enkoyie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. E ba ne sa. Fanabra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Ni nya nhwehwemu mfa na ni no. Oha bia entam se bebe ni asia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ni yade no eba monka ye. Wadwe ye se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esiche yade no. Aye na momoni yade pa.
Sapepepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wankọ check up awani ho kra no. Enyem prenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wonu wabusua nyina. Ebra na yenye hwehwemu emfa moni ene mo se ho. Oho bia no ye behwe na asia no e de amamo. Ye wo abafun fidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye san hwehmu no. Ye dwuma efon so de wani wote entuba ye beje ofel so. White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon ye be MTN office kese no. Free was 024-225-1983 and 024-045-2992.
White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wenni eno kania.
The comfort afterwards for na beja na nuham wo mu a ema wonta adiem ye hwam na ni da ho safofro usini ema hwia for comfort friends you a wodi samfro ne ema numu no ansa na wo hata afei sia bonten na ma wonta adien kasa mawo kwatu comfort sachet wo provision shop ana market ebe wo wonta adiem be ye hwam ena bebre comfort age bebia fd age adwedie nkrato yatum
Efiura me mochi o Efiura.
Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase mam so. What? E ba force chia me. Mo yem no no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wa fi. We dia me pese oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo.
Ewura de. Mo kwa sori.
Ye pompa ye.
Ewura de ka soro ho a. What? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore ne fie wura beti ha anopa diu awia diu enumre dia mo no makodeu mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya
Mese na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiura ya wi aya kwasere body fate. Ke Efiura, wuti fia say light we no water bi oba wuntua bi. Wo bo asa sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink. Na ba nom.
Ka hwe me catch no play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a wate.
Yeah, Efiura, we nkwa de ma abunfu. E koto nyanhwe.
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ye trimodefo.
FGA agi ejwedie nkrato yi atum.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Okay, 101.7. So in the na mama min franka boy enfem na fe yento aso. Mo amoni tua se Easter eba. Na de ye kan kire mu se bima. Easter for de no asan duru ho bie wo. Enu nti bi medical na na agyenbrefo ne ne mpanimfo unit committee chairman assembly member project committee members ni bi mama ebom bimafo amwo Ghana ha ne amanone mu amwo akonto mu nyina nkai bo se afi Easter for ebo no eduru so ebeba so live na ye Easter juada no 6 April 2026 na baby ayeye no no de eye bima awia prem to bre 12 kopema numere no nsia ene yeye yato ensa de afa honorable Adelaide Akye team MP for Nsuta Kwama Beposo constituency honorable Samuel Sumwa DCE Secretary Central ni atitrek kan ho afa semu ye mane ye fo afi so mo mane nye fe na community center bi ma mine ade esine ni so aye sin fefefe no enye krabehwe Easter for die ye ko bi ma na yakobo afore kese enti bi mama munyina momrai na fe ye nyina ye mo Easter afode no e ma no kama pa ye da mo ase na bi ma meken owe bisa se e wo hene fa e wo Secretary Central in Suta Afem bi ma meken e ho na me fafiri ho ehwo na Kwame ape o chiame Kwame wono susu fire minua no aha bimafo amunim minua ne goma aha ante akosia di nchine mu enua no misu minua ne goma aha ne abusuafo ehwo nyina ne ye nyina yekọ na me ka mu se Peter Boama otuku no wono susu na sifiri ho yenia Dr. Peter Boama otuku no etisa muti amon kanche ne se Easter juada no wone wa makora no a wan suma me mebo afode chenchirenche isanse bima ena atete no eni ekuni ni anim tra mo ho nyina na monso mo won kuro no a etoto aso no nyina momra didamra enkwa abini momra deduakomra jeti asemra apia kuro momra na fe tade so mo nyina obia emra jeti asekura de won fa kawo wo fa mame Christiana hayia na wadom dunkwaku baabi a mafu wewe wi sane ya wo na akoro no ha da manfo mra mamponfo a munyina mwatena bi mapen munyina nsoso momomoden na momra na nya kama owo bu ahofo munyina nsoso momra na abutia momra chebi fo momra munyina momra chese enkura atwa ho hye akuruwi num ne ade nyina munyina momra na bi mafode no yembo na enye kra behwe. Okay, 101.7 so any na end point to party Dr. Duboati ni yare biara adokoro wo to me kabra end point to party clinic Dr. Duboati yare bi ti say diabetes yare bi ti say sisiade yare bi ti say hepatitis oba ne be ma amwo Dr. Duboati say bra end point to party clinic do to yare na say home farmer say ye ni yare say be ma wo ne oba ko mpaso ade bo ani anu agemu ni nyina yare bomode nebra ne wontu ase emfama wo obi anya stroke na enche ya omna Dr. Duboati ho end point to party clinic ne wotu yare na se home emfamfiri wo emfanko emfama no ne pa cha wo ba wa wodi afidie si wo so say ye ni yare yo say ye die yo diabetes yo hepatitis yo wodi afidie si so na afidie na kire ba bia problem wo na afidie na twaduro de ama wo no ma na ekọ obi ani wa ode ne yare aba end point to party clinic asade yare na sa na chi akokwa ubasu no hwe owia no ma homeopathy nura any side effect wono ma na ekọ misraw tumirike say your maame yare wa yare akwara bi yare wadamfo bi yare fani nyina bedan Dr. Duboati end point to party clinic or Spinters Road Shell signboard Accra we be able to come to 22 do for Junction straight to Wapoji Gardens follow sign to the clinic no Kumase branch no Dr. Duboati end point to party clinic or Kronum Abuhia Angel Education school na chipe takwade branch no wanaji police station na chipe wabi ebi wo bunu techima hayinsa end point homeopathic clinic me pa cho Dr. Duboati ma mo 30 minutes obi amfan frɛ no se wutimi frɛ ne kora hwɛ number ne to da bia ba yare ne frɛ no 0244 867068 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 End Point Homeopathy Clinic. Mami nkoti nkomo e masa ba mo nche me da ase. Enkomo ya ye die muntie ni ye papa na yenhwe baabi a susan de bode ho e be kwakofa. Owura Daniel Ansa aka Chairman Abeku were Town Planning Committee Chairman Emma Ankasi Jedem Etiwa East efemu na ye kan na ye ne honorable entwetwe enkomo na ye hwe ensema ahodo a ewo miwa Daniel Ansa mema akwa baba okay FM so ma akwa baba okay FM so
yenia
mpom te sen
ya mi adom ne mo 5 bonti ye ho ye pa
ya sebu mpotem ho galamse sam ham papa body bu ani a na motare na wai baby a momfa mo nkra emfa ama na anu mabunu no kra ye kire kese enso ewo ho na mo keka yesi ye kafunu na ye kama adampan na mo ka mo de mo nsa kire DC ye wo se wono so no ade no woni mu bi na eko na mansiri krachi de obi tu ne galamse ya woye den na dindin mo de kofre mu madam mama mintiu
hello ebisamba so temenka
beto nka pa
yo medase ya fami Chairman Abeku me ya Town Planning Committee Chairman Wankasi Jedin o Etiwa Isia em se atitidie be ka cho se dentemewu a e wo hwase a se wo nipa kono gidi sabi ye wo ha na me wo ha yi me nya MPP ni o me strong NDC member ya ka NDC party wo Etiwa ya ka mo sponsor ya me di mo akotem what you say it me hwase me abegu me DC ehufin ade on ye na me se oye sabi my bodam nipa kaka we o si wo ma the whole aban na me se oye galamsey because of the do boni all ye ti a good person who feel because yeah ma surplus nipa ba ko pe eni ni nuanom eni de busu pe tutu nkofo japade se nkofo nsase se inso kese e da ha minia wadaroma ubehwe inso bremu o ma bremu the whole bremu at DC eni ni nuanom between team junior team Pablo ya baby omu hu bremu da ma
me musa question baako ana me na M1 komudi pa wo bo ni paidin enyam bia wo ho mo site ho pen
minia wadama 24/7 ni nuanom na gusa so wa obi o ya galamse wadama oye DC onu on kasa on my site it is ni nuanom ja site na so me Abeku the police court ni nia na so no DC ni be ni nuanom fi police station wan e ye aduma
me bo obi so be ka se won de ni nua na ya kye no na ono so oye ni nua ewom sa asem no e police station de eti mi bebe nua se utimi ka se chinjina adwan me na meyo
wadama o voice no
na me ka se me fa se me DC na mate se me nua ehwo akodi adwan mu e police station enti de bone kura wa yesu otu galamse su ontuo en de bia me de minim police for na be kire na mra na be kire ti bi mi ko be nu a wo ti bi de maka ho
sa usu yesu ya galamse na nya woni atu nua na so wo be yi nua no anase yesu excavators ekogu police station it is wo ni galamse no a de sa ko de tracks no excavators no every police station
eba ni sana sasa mi si so akwaje tracks no eba ni say
ni be excavators ko go police station now to me do to me any IGP secretary to me akoyi excavators to police station it one year say aduma no that make am pass to my city
me too
na the woman say upon no man wako yini na no ya de say say who ye galamse una no ye galamse una wuji gold who say nya wo e ja dentin na dada wo ma unu anu ni ja e to ane ye say nya wo a ana say sabi ọmama yewo unu say yawo court wo yanti aseti bisa so wani yede no court ladies ni yede no court
na sasa me yede no no mom kopie court cause yede na di nkomo wa ha sasa so ono because wono so be kan wa se wono mom na onkutia galamse no ho ene nipa bi pese wo mo bra no se ma onkuntia eno so te sei
me ba so say
me say emre bi ani ni di nkomo ha no obekan se ono mom na ekutia galamse no ene nipa bi mpini se onkutia galamse no
di okani na lokwa bi ani wo be sha aka kuma se highway no so a highway no na one etu samra na da wo e dis ni nuanom na etu samra no dis ni nuanom so pastor say abide wo be si aha say shete galamse na ma no nkoso na si etu friends ruba kobe wo say etu kobe no wo say etu to ba highway no ese wa se de se eso se sankofo no
e yo no eso ni posifo ni bambofo etu anamon ni eche wo mu
me ba so se
ese so ni bambofo etu anamon ni eche wo mu
me de se me no ka se what a task force task force awu wate me pa so what a task force ni na mu nwe mu e na omo tete nkofo but le du dia no ho a yencho wo dia na da insuo no a wo tu insuo no etutu highway no oho de yencho mo obi a oni so kwa wo tu kwose no ese adenti na ye kase eduma na ekoso no eye DC na mo njinji ye ne wo crown ene ye nim de ekoso ha sei because unim say o kan ho so ano wacho mupa meswada roma so mo be say o man na say etuwa isia ye be tue scan ye debate e wo ho abeku any DC one na etu galamse ya now we move on to twice mama say be Tuesday for the two platforms so obi antena di with twice ni e kan ko fofo o make say onipa o yes galamse no with twice ya what you say you be this year wa sab ogu
na me ba jo onu no ye kan wo so wate ayi wate task force na the task force ni so o mo so no o mo control nipa no wo hin
me da say task force na wate no task force a wo be bon ban say ahame mo bi ko nsuo no e mo bi ko ese shata so so what no who the guide who galamse site me no ka so we ha task force no gu site and then task force go gu site wo e na wo waduma ya koso e na mo huru gu bremu mu and na oye aduma and bie and Friday oye aduma o huru gu bremu a nsuo ko poti gu bremu straight so get me no me no ka say me abeku mo bi sa na mofo Mumbisa number said I number 4. Maybe the number 4 to be on the site or who good bremu Yakwatino. 2 days I'm at your jam. I'm not so good bremu. It's one that says Manasa. Now you Ramama can say if you almost yet Manakasano or one yas of what was sanity. Son of what I say. It is always said Manachi. Not all your Yoma. Omo ya. Not say about Chom, no Yoma, you have Chom Wako Yoma. No man that's so costly. It's one day said man.
Asama ere koma me ne odie wabo akire e de akoma mpanimfo okura de so ye NDC ni na wabo akire ma koma mpanimfo na wanya muaye bi nsuso chama
minia me no ka say ma so letter akọ party office o wa ka e plan salabaka but the letter akọ party office bi say manya wo muaye but the letter akọ national security office bi say ho na the letter akọ DC letter videos am won na me akọ mo bi say dey na me na but so letter akọ parliament and now edi akọ bisa say na mo ebe ni nya this hayen or say and say or say no ba ye so pedi bi fi en what why is ya ni a chance campaign tam da so ni who campaign be ya ma NDC for because ye sabi ye many people who plan and say NDC party na wo krom ha wo no kwana make a show
na no emepuru eye ye kiremu ye nsantwofo nhyiemu na no e different de ene de ye kai
na mo try say campaign tam da so ni abe campaign na minia elezo ya bro so pa be platform tun sisi ya we twa is wo we twa is kasa unye twa is na nkata na hwe someone ko for be ka fa ho e we twa is ya so na ye wo fed no ye tse seni na DC no ani ni nyano eye wa ha omo san kwofo me no ka say forest day twa is ya wa bonra forest ni mu ani ni nyano wo mutu excavator
na ɛhɔ no sɛ mehu sɛ ɛhɔ no ɛyɛ sɛ nnipa bebree na ano koraa no EPA foɔ koraa nso baa mɔ EPA foɔ baeɛ no na wɔ hɔ na wo na ɔmo di nkɔmmɔ bɛyi
na DC register ne cars baako koraa number plate baako koraa ntalo nso anya gumu a etimi nam aka kuma se highway no insurance no roadworks no bibia no number plate nso cars na anya gumu a enam aka kuma se highway sabi so wo nya DC na wo nya peni bia why no bet to tipa anya gumu a enam aka kuma se highway nipa ben
a ɛde na kyerɛ sɛ tipa no yɛ ne dia
the pastor what be some question the church mimi who say tipa ne na dia ne say tipa enam highway no normal police intimate no tipa enam highway no solas no roadworks police intimate no
yɛn kasa bi a polisifoɔ no ara na wɔn ayɛ nhwɛ ha
ntalo ho ɛti akɛn ti mi tipa anasa yɛwo ɛna wo tipa anya egum a ɛkɔ washing site ɛnam aka kumasi highway a aka wo yantew sɛna meka wate ase
na sesei mpanimfoɔ tie yɛdeɛ mpanimfoɔ tie paa sɛi na woka ɛde akyerɛ mpanimfoɔ
meda ase sɛ the mpanimfoɔ tie mi a wada roma sɛ ɔmo antwa mo ani a mehwɛ etuwa is ɛsɛe the DC ɛne ne nuanom ɛkɔ nam ADC party a ɛwɔ etuwa is nti ehia change because sɛbi ɔde saa tumi no ɛma ɔde sisi ehiafoɔ ɔde sisi ɛfɛ sɛ mɔbɔhufoɔ galam yɛfɛ sɛ ɔmo akuafoɔ ɔsisi akuafoɔ hwɛnsase a wɔsɛ akuafoɔ emi efonkɔ yɛ ntumi nkɔ efom wɔtutum na nyinaa de gu hɔ basa wokeka enye yie mumbisa wadaruma DC within the case akɔ sɛbi regional headquarters bidakɔ division headquarters bidaba enye police station mumbisa all sa around sa police station ɛwɔ mantemi amabodi na mumbisa sɛ ne compare sɛ ne wɔ hɔ na den ɔmo asade ayɛ no
minim sɛ nkɔmmɔ yi afei na ahyɛ aseɛ yɛbɛpɛ no na wɔno so deɛ ɔwɔ no wabɛka but ɛnyɛ wanwa sɛ ɔno a wate task force a wɔde bra adwuma no yɛsa wobɛbɔ no kɔa bi sɛ ane wɔsan ɛyɛ saa galamsɛ yi bie sɛ nka ne yɛbɔ bɛka sɛ deɛ wate task force ɔde bra sɛ obi a mu obi antu galamsɛ ni saa nnipa korɔ no a no ɔntumi nsa nkɔtu bi anaa ne deɛ yɛ different say ɛnyɛ nwanwa sɛ obi a wate tax force na tax force no wɔde ɛbra sɛ mu obi antu galamsey na at the same time no nipa no so no seen sɛ ɔno ara nso itu bi
me na wada ma woni bibi
bi o chairman
the tax force no akata n'anim what I say bibi sasam wo krom ayɛ asaman sanfo mmerɛ gugu hɔ bebree kɔhwɛ mmerɛ gugu di krom wɔ mu de mu tuka na mo be hwɛ mmerɛ gugu di krom na obi dia ɔyɛ no project ɛwɔ enyinam ɛnyɛ wo krom o enyinam ɔyɛ project ɔyɛ failing wɔkɔ gya so sɛ woyɛ reclamation but wo krom mmerɛ gu hɔ ɛna wɔn bɛkata wo krom deɛ so anaasɛ mimi krom a wo bɛtutu galamsey na wɔde gya amano gu mimi krom a anka ase gye de mu no wɔtutu mmerɛ gu hɔ no ɛna wɔn bɛkata so saa mmerɛ nyinaa gu hɔ na obi deɛ na ɔno woyɛ reclamation wɔ ɔno no krom wɔkɔ gya so akɔfa media mmienu mmiɛnsa propaganda mummy and Kano Crow Ghana. Some so be prior, nay, Kano Crow. No more did and throw wood and throw a bear no crack. But yea, and consider them, and I'm near Bekusama Becon Wono. Me must I know where Kosu is why is here. Because part of the year, brown, the bread and this part of Papa, you never so be also. Now, you know what? That is a yes, one party. Yes, we can't enter the yes, one party. The best one party, no party, no power. Because I only got send a party. Ono chama Anderson this guy send a support mu obi obeba power kwa me na me sponsor me na manufacturer na me dey campaign this is why you say na this year na sub what tippers be 50 what excavators 20 what akukọ sa cars and kete no or ba 50 obansana wo just DC which be the just 1 year it be to talk out every wo bush your fear it no wo yana bronsan na wo go nya scan wo nya galam say obi say
no dey say nyame na hire nipa
because me meta wo ma so dey
I meet you
ko tama the school I wo ho no hwe wakoto school no am obubu school kwa ya na abronsa e wotema
ba e bia wonnim se obeye DC yi no ne bia wabɔ ne bra wodam afei na bia obeye DC na wohu se oh say wo
ma mna so kakra obeye DC oye ticheni na sabe ticheni na wo menka se ticheni ntimi mbobra wo sabe menka se ticheni mbobra but me ena me so say me na me sponsor no e wotiwa isia me na na se e madam for pa ye bonko si atatre me na na ana 2040 up to by this time ndo mo jagi how many years na e won me ne ntem
12 years
me ne tu se bibi na se me ma be jabo take say o ye gan so o 2 years so o say japade a it's me try to na me condemn madam for
Okay, FM 101.
the madam ma the this year we twa isia o say japade o say ngoba oni ni nuanom e ya pablo e ya junior team between team ya baby ya in team almost say japade a from 4 edwin ko efuom samuzu de kaze ya be do mo stress heavy one e we twa isia na mo hwe no ko ewom sai do mo stress na be say ya no because ya yesu say egu ya party rufi and no try na mpelifo bi ni me kasa ni ye twaso ya ni ye twaso so o ha yen wadaruma if you hear 10 first DC almost say DC in my next as tiwa embra from kaka because into kwale one anodin yes ramu mpelifo 8 ya yes ramu wadaruma
Chama mama na wase na mnimsa nkomo ya fe na ya hyase ye besa abaw na so ebra mo beye centrofo hia mu ne demonstration no bibia ne ebesa no akasa
mo meja asase wo tutugu kwa ho a onkata so a oru jira obi kro mu so oya reclamation the problem oya reclamation bakumpo wo jam lagu kro mu enu nkofo dia wo tutu egu onu kwa onkata so obi dia na onu na so oya reclamation entro nkwa no kwa bi enim lulu amadaroma
Chama ye beda se anopei.
Ye da se, ye da se, ami se mutie no kre.
Yes, ye da se pa nyame so enhira won so. Chairman Daniel Ansa aka Chairman Abeku. Wa town planning committee chairman ewo Ankasi Jedem Etiwa East na wo bosobo se ehwo no niema nko yie na wo sobo a wo bo no so wo se DC no wo bokọ adu se ne nsa ewo mu a oyɛ saa ade no wie ye behwe na yehu sɛ de ensɛm no so esitie okay 101.7 eso enie na mama me fa we mfɛ me pam kyɛw sɛ usika ene control a ebra so sɛ ebra so sɛ wa control usika okay ite ko bank mobile app no aba eno de aba no wan kasa wo phone so no wo de be transactions across 33 African countries be bia wo wiase so wo betimi aye wa wo be control sika na hunu se ade a metua yi you obi na etua ma me se metua water electricity bill school fees payments any ade nyina metua ni nyina mobile money transfers enom ni ade nyina any cards a wo betonom ni ade nyina enti EcoBank mobile app no bomoden na bra so ne control sika na entimi nya kama pa download EcoBank mobile app no ene wo Play Store anase App Store na fe command usika na eno ne se wo be pay attention to details EcoBank musa say mu pin way one time pin way o bank card details way anase Ghana card details way there be se wonti bibia se a no afreto center EcoBank call center ifre 0800 00 3225 0800 00 3225 EcoBank the Pan African Bank why no
me wafa
sebedwo
ensem ukoso pa o tisa temuda ensem ukoso papa chese galamse kani ahoɔden na yɛde kono ɛwɔ he ahoɔden na kani yɛde ko yɛn sentro kra ya brɛho a ofam se wenya kɔ ewurade nyame
na ayi wo kai se na no yesi ya interview am sentro ye kra yɛ ka ho na me se
yɛn sentro yɛ ka ho na wa fai wenya wo de wo koye interview ntia kwankamba bebisa se sika nsentro de na ade to excavator ho a ne tire kra be tumi ato
yeah just ya kan na no kwa say his excellency the president
ka party for NDC for ni bi ye bi ai
what's
se nipa na ote so no we MPP ni na ban kwa na wa frɛ mu amaban aba so chale se wo hu una obedi enim sisi a waban ne wo so oyi ana wateme di ama me enti yense ntrofo na wo mu boy kwa over there
media asam ye nu pe na me wo na ansa na no yenko honorable ansa na no yenko honorable Ernest Owusu intim DC etiwa East na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo ono na wo mo ka kire ne se oye DC ya ne ho jadem ene kundi sen ankase o tubi na yen kono de nkodi nkomo sa nkomo ye ne na di pen ye msan so ensane ni bi ona mo memo akwaba.
Okay,
Jaja kura.
Ompo te sen.
Ya me adom na me so ho ye.
Ho ye pa, ye ho ye. Enkomai wenye ebire din kan ye die MC adi bi pen. E na asa pagya na ye ne eye chama beku adi nkomo wo so no kwa na danfo ne. Na danfo ne wo a wo se galamse no tubi. Ana wono asa kan se wasa te task force. No sana obi a what task force for dey bra galamse na e dey no sa kotuo. No se no kwa de camouflage. And wo dey atefa num keke. Enkomo ye die yi wo be se onabu ni mu die yi ne kwan be na ye mfa so.
Kwa meda se na makase nyamenhamo na medical so ka se ebu eni ni die sonko a me wo ma wo fidi kese no platform is answer so and sometimes enkrofo be cancer na wan ka bi kaka ubo se na enipa etimutie no ye ma chen se no kwetro do na bia ka enti wo fidi ni kese ni na se mitini e be respond ni ma me no miensa
medase
aka me ma je se sanse bu nka enya dia meka won se but Kwame Nkrumah program de baswa se utimi respond kaka na ye yi no the as the Kwame Kenya say the Kwame bi ani ensem na wo kanu say uti kaimu anaso wo fie na uti interview a opani wona ne grant ya wo say ubi wo personal interest na personal interest na owo no utimi say ase eniema enkuyi ema no enunti ase o finise ubi ababe ye kwansidie e de amano enunti yempe kwa bia so aye be kan so ene nsem a enim no because de me hu mo call no na me hu sam di ka from agia eno a ya me adom University of Ghana Department of Environment and Climate Change ene adwumako kase systems and global system omo Canada professor nankasa ifi Canada bae any University of Ghana Environment and Sustainable Development. Aya research ewo Ghana ha kwa be fa so a betimi aboa ama mining sem etimi aba form yetimi nya ne pempen so no. Na o research o mo ye nyina na o mo ye assessment of most of the assemblies no. Etiwa is one of the assemblies ya o mo selecting who say me be ye DC no. Akwan ya me fa so fight mining issues no. Edakwan mu a eno ne ade a ye lacke anase ato sinkaka ewo ye mining sem no etienu a nyame adom omo launch program no ankasa ewo Fiesta Royal mo baby because na me say dia no kran komodie e na mba bebusa DC way because Arocha Ghana by all the CEOs by minister to anamunsini mo be land ministry and omo nyina by na you played a documentary etiwa ya ye ene kwa amafa so a acres of lands ya na sabi sabane kwa jibusi every World Bank ko wanye din yetimi akata acres of lands hundreds ahimfo bi dance testify ukona na pa ohina wono mu yefena na kuchi o MPP first chairman ko executive chairman and testify jumadi a medi na sabi se metieti wana mi tu galamse a etiwa ye almost about 60% 70% MPP enti MPP fo na ego nyina na meye galamse no sebi nto mu hu me enti me fa say nipa dom egu atiwa nyina from free ankasi ekokosi abekwa subi so ne ade enti obi anhu say this year God adentina nipa ba ko pe
And the whole ever since I made DC within just 2 weeks. And what shall I say, may galamsey. And what can say, President Mohammed Baba appointed me no. Now you will be an eye, I'll be investigation about me. And the year can say that will be an eye on national security. They saw the sign of way saying, the president investigated BBI also say Makwa and you will be an Isabi, the most powerful person in this country. And also so, and I mean, the chief executive. But my was the chairman for the past 12 years. And who share interest a branch or one, interest in the say, a choir mafaso, and no make our program, nothing. As a security wise, I've been advised because a choir mafaso may solve a mining issue away to an air sonko. Because I'm trying to do a 9 months, but no baby Pamonko for if we system no more. A modern book say a quenny more. You know, will be a money and property. At what district assembly there, you are forming task force. Our task force in Juma say you better patrol every mining site. Your corner say, oh, yeah, Jumana say, and Sonia, your chill. Oh, yeah, Jumana Sonia, over to also reclaiming. It will share a chair, ya prapra. The yes, I said, DCB or Ghana, DCB a prapra, a chair, a banner, yeah, essay, it ways. It's Kwame or some banners or say, I was about here. Fortunately, and the whole Ghana Armed Forces. No more baby environmental toll with the junior staff. No more number getting to about 100. No more at you. Now, fortunately, you had one more concern here. Two at what this initiative. Yet me a force minus one. Omo Juma Bay and film you and film and sa. No much made Jawakwa. Yet me a phone in our back. I will be a baby reclaim and Saturday Dona. And one not a military. We say no more on the number about 100. I don't contest as a do Yako about because so move the mining and some of the Nema assembly here and they complement and ask you they saw you made this from Kwa Abani too. Daniel sir was say on the was boss. Before one more name the nominee before me Baba
was it now you fit any?
What you're saying?
Was it now quite the fit
boss one says yes and chin come from no baby. But nipa omuni me. As at the year even 2000, that time even Honda Civic. Now if you can now I'm one of the few area more. Let me grab it.
2000 Honda Civic.
Miss 2017. Then people of our me fear waka and go for him. Even after 2012. Now, also, yes, so be me only one of the biggest remedial schools, Waka. I will start operating for the passive. Only there's a lot of businesses. I own a lot of businesses, but then you'll be able to know. But the mere fact say because we are teacher, you guys we go to a teacher. We go invest of Ghana, me a professional teacher. But because me work remedial service, I'm an entrepreneur, me a businessman. But me only my background. It just that or kind of sakeke. Also, 2014, me hold that me who area more around 2019. Also, sponsor and this is never true. I am so say Ghana no be able to say upe especially what mining district no upa some edi atalu obi na Ghana for di bebra kasonia koye galamsi. Eti opeso say be President Muhammad Domiabo, so national security Domiabo, so be an Domiabo, so it investigation the uncle. Yeah, good. A simple. Black Kwame. The cool woman and say before me by this. Once I sing, I will say, yeah, the amano, was no last commission for the amano, and then the whole lot of stuff. Overcall now too good. Overcall, no, me will videos the black Kwame, we have person, the best anymore. Now, mano, I say a year now, we videos here, police and national security. That is a channel. We are not going to go down radio to say, first, no, I'm in Negalam, say, which is a lie. And on him, Negalam saying that the same two or person will cut a talk of Ghana 40 columns here. Young investigation can be crucified. It's young for being target and target the district executive of every say, it's one who wants to nip back and will win. That's all for Quabia or TikTok. Oh, I know it now. Hello. Your DC site also, you see this is what should we do now? Which means a pure setting. Ayabacope. And Quafonsa say, Oji. I said, DC, me no more share dissect, we need to share that we just security coordinator problem. You are catching the simple say. there's no way so bet me cast or do be assassin and ya de be so would you be assassin? I would too good, would it to a year chair when Yakoka? Who last is a cocoa eggment in Bay DC? You look at this and you may be a no deep here in the Pania man sign and uncle for bread. Mumra Sino, now maybe some be a friend and decrease. The hour year no Nassas or G. Mumra Sisico one massas in Yamajo Yasas among back. First, no, not me made this, with impunity, who could not swear. Well, there's no man assas across the excavator could see so. You will videos they are meeting their tremor. No, to say Yamiadum. The President Muhammad Aroma, I pass to the many penina. The Bayer, the city executives, also a task force. No, Woman Busa is the best task force. Task force now, will do the answer Monday was me, and I could
what can be said? You may be and so A2. Now, you don't walk on Mobe, and no, Yanubi.
But what is saying?
Was a Unianum, and Uniama, Numia Memam, A2B or Quano Pa. The chair was walk on Mobe. Your excavators are now what will receive from police. A face to be baby Kwana, what to turn your car, would it clear board echo site, echo horo. No number plate be also cram home.
Already, yes, 7 years of the Kakana, here, no year, but because the crowd woman say the oceans are and say, okay, and then I'm a very powerful power. It's meeting Kopoko, a police headquarters, Mawakuyom, Ukona security, Mawakuyom. Oka no Makaku, Oka Mavatan is so very powerful. And then the Doka be an cross, as I say, as I'm the cray in Suma, and you look move to have a form, Roma Barber. The woman said, that back where was my extra good mining company site. And what 2 more years, but making also Osaka can say, a forestry mining. Black Mammy. Forest zone, your declaration a security zone. It is straight away, we catch a national security coordinator, a regional security. That's a here talk with him. So let's go, what is the executive at this machine? Can't go to one them because we have false information. One of us was security or once a nipping would you know. My man can't about in Shanka Yamise and propose us here, what year, what you 2 mine or there me 1 year officials written national security about me taking a report. Bien about me taking report, they show that they are still working on him and those kind of stuff. We are for personally, my name is Sanimam. Who offers Guamon Fanto, one can picture Emra, then just say you know, or threatened that because after I'm not in proposals, not me facing that made this, you know. So to say, who made this year, let's say so far. It was just our agenda, a big mobile, but we look focus because who bet you are now, bet you maybe a medium war in the mining space and President Mahama, you may be our fight here. The news was a DCB, this must any be a meeting. I don't think the investor of Ghana have that recognition. I don't think a agency from even Canada have that kind of recognition. And no military, senior staff for her. Yes, who $48,000. And your source says, come and say, Wama or Ghana, no. They replicate and I see the court other assemblies here. It will be the best. Mama Bamu or shall see almost about 1 year. Wakawa pusi on for 1 city, a crime and this is that. One more 3 years. Now, say now, because of so take advantage now, who pushes an element boss. Me look focus and you know, could be any.
And yet, Meda was saying, Nanyambians on why community engagement. A man for who the beer, any pay kind of so what church was him. Make a communities, you know.
Oh, but Uba, if you were sino. Ekoko si ye remo nyampa se even fancy obi anim abeku obi anim ne dwumadie obi anim atutua sem a wadi ati ankrofo obi anim ayakayaka de ni sem a na obi anim se e be ye DC ni dwumadie nyina ankrofo nim enti se o ka se no ankrofo na frem se minti okay o omo ya pe na omo sere because they know that the guy is lying and you know but me just say bia ya thinker no and then nim kino obebe ka o nim se o kana ye hu. And you know, is a lie. What's the moment for my mommy? I'll be very happy. Don't care for that. I'll be very happy. Yeah, for many no credit. But we are but the videos about sent to one from personal number. Let me find the videos and no money for a year. We are able to stop him. They say, machine and what you're paying. It's not them rules. Pass your will be a irresponsible mining. At the same time, we're better to conform as your own piaka. AC. Now, what you're in AC. If you quite know to be so, as you can near, now some more, if you are open issue or no, so Papa so bear mania, yɛbɛma no kwan wɔ Ghana ni ba sɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa saa kwan so a ɔbɛgye nkurɔfoɔ so ase a wɔntua ka na wasa de excavator akɔsi mu atu na wafa ne firi deɛ ɛbɛɛsi
Honorable Mayana say, na yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛba no yɛde ani abɛhwɛ sɛnea nneɛma asi kɔɔ hɔ.
Nyame nhyira mo.
That's it, Honorable.
101 points.
Honorable Ernest Owusu in team. Wɔyɛ DCE ma Etiwa East. Ɛna yɛne no atwetwe nkɔmmɔ no. Na nkɔmmɔ wei yɛnya yɛbɛkɔ so na yɛatoa so na yɛdi akɔhu baabi a ɛnokora no so ɛda. Okay, 101.7 so nie.
The tax force say yembo echire onipa na asan ye bi nti eye se ofre na waba be yi ne ho ano madam fo ba ko say enu nti na mepe OKFM no ko oti asem no wi a nipa na nkase ye gbo no kwadu no ye sa friend ma ne be yi ne ho ano ba galam say kondi ofa mesremo
ewia ho na
okay
owura be ho ekwa ho
main road na ye nam so na
ai
Okay,
me say me de kwaye no de ka mo be say no mo de mo nsay no mate be nsuo no
wavana no wakan ya ye wankra ha de obi wo ho no ma onim the impact onim ohawo ebetimi ato ye so omayon ukon kronkuma ni mu a ebi wo ho no ma nsuo na eda ho no eno pe the only source of water pe eno no enti ye say ne the chemicals ni gumu sa na nia hisa ayi uba nkra se ne obetreat na asefo edi wonim ye wosa wo benom contaminated water na emma pemfo kowo a sebi mofra wedi dem because of young kasa ye doing wofa
I'm not saying na ya am say njam so ntwefo na yikum yenye da bi
of as first na mo kasa pa si amentem
just say yenye ya kwan
na so wo mo
o say
Okay, 101.
ka wodi ebem
galano ti was who two amove that day
emre bi sounds and trade me am ko hwe na na bi
okay
tim kwa no am say wo hwe wo hene sese na gala de
na gala
almost say ono no oba last 2 months eno kwa na for ayi na sorry gba afode eno ba nam se na ne site metimi akọ eno ma metena motus okada nkwa ya wo shamna no mu inside ho
na mu
na ho nete
na gala no ahia no fa ho ne na we
na gari o se hey one every me o se die bei
na mu ahu
na se na ba cho me ba ho se wo ba me ho ama hinfie ni ho
na de no no so hye amene wo je dan na de se nka otutu ntuma na ate ahimfie
wase boys wase boys ne yesa da bia nansen oboka na me kwaya me bia basisi ya wate okay 101.7 sini pacho edro we tie ni yie ye friend S7 herbal ointment me pamcho waposo wo waist pain wo spinal cord wo nase atatai wo sasabro waduro ni S7 herbal balm tini wo nase atatai swollen feet neck pain waist pain ni nyina no S7 herbal balm na me pamcho yesai wo S7 herbal ointment eno de wabogye se onantema propro empompo ayew wo se tutu no ni ade a wo de nyina nso S7 herbal ointment temienu se wo you abogye se razor bumps onantema propro foot rot boys empompo pies koku wo se na ekeka na tutu wo de ne S7 herbal ointment ena balm no so de sasabro wona asiata tai wachi bremu wudi bitwia na nyina akọ na wodi nuaba ɛne haban na ɔde ayɛ deɛ ɔbɛbɛ ti sɛ taame ewu haban wɔde ne nyinaa ayɛ nti ɛbɔ adwuma papa ɛbɔ adwuma na ɛkɔ wopɛn dodo atu a kɔkɔ abenya abom junction akra ha na wafrɛ number yi 0244 94 67 98 open dodo ato ana baby apeso bia bi no and the pharmaceutical drug stores ahodo nyina wo ba Peace FM ha abeka junction akra ha who security for no S7 herbal balm ne S7 herbal ointment ebuso ewo ha benya bi na wato benya bi na wato aha nti S7 herbal balm ne S7 herbal ointment benya bi ato number ne bi 0244 94 67 78 0244 94 67 78 yenko Dr. Duboaten wona ye ni apomdin ho so enkomo ekakra Dr. Duboaten gina homa End Point Homeopathic Clinic Doc memo akwa
Mejo so Kwame Nkrumah Tikese
Doc na boko de
Kwame Nyankopɔn da Roma ode yem kwa kye yan ode wo pa
na End Point for so mo ho te sen na
Kwame so voice no work
Doc
Kwame it's better
Avere how to be here
me pa twa Kwame
say End Point say no hot say eni me
Kwame
say
ko ye no ma ko yi pa eguso Kwame say eguso arrangement for your Father's Day celebration, you know. When say it has become a yearly thing, a yearly celebration for a Janum. When say Yana Ghana de Yana a mano Yama Memonon Yana, we celebrated them. But End Point to me part of clinic, you know, yes, you had the year, you say Afipia, we will celebrate them. Now, as we say the end of the year, Yasisamu Kakra. First, no, Yana, the previous 5-year celebration, Yana, concentration was on free screening. ABL, medical checks, now free. Now we are not be or what, not just a tornado. Now, Kwame, Kakra, ye review, what's a program be what the bar, also we review our program. Ye review, Yana, the who Yana said, previously, no, be betting me, Abba, no, baby screening. By hepatitis, now I hear urinary tract, now I hear pressure, now I hear diabetes, now I hear cholesterol, nina free. Now I'm the other who you say. We bet my End Point. Now I hear free screening, you know. Maybe I'll check here, hepatitis, BBR, negative. Now what's any pan say? Say, yeah, the ball mobile, now won't conquer I had been in. The also yen say, be a war pan against. Saya dia no what test negative no nti ebia say hepatitis ya o te nipa no open here against ya dia friend say hepatitis no say ya ono obi kokohia ana okonya in contact with opia or hepatitis ya won konkonya saya dia ni bi Kwame eno no screen eno no vaccination no ke kosi nipa 100 Ghana cedis no obeye no bia be 3 times etika be wie no within 3 months no Oba wapani any bear 3 times. Oba we within 3 months. No Kwame. What we are 300 Ghana cedis. Can you imagine say obi betimi aba be ye saade no. Na we are na also we ye or yes I you know so me kwaba. Oba sa be biemu a I just said the previous year what are you free screen ni bi no wasaba. Kwame obeba no ye hunu ni say last year the e twa mu. Ye na just omo ba 2024 ebe yes screening na ye nim say omu ni bi no emu ba 28 die omo ba last year no na just hepatitis ade na ye negative no afa de na omo ye positive meaning that wa meye sa vaccination no enu nti no okonya contact with obi owo bi no no wakonya obi so wa obeba no na wa hun say ebia yimi fat no problem kakra aba ho obenso a wote yawo emu hye no enkoduru akire dia ni liver ni prostate no large but enko akire kwama afo ni akono ba the previous year no was a treatment wanye oba previous year na afo ye rubber na ase ne bemam obi be ba na sign bia kire se
wɔyɛ gɛ stroke na wɔhyehyɛ no biribi ne nam ne honam dua nim na pɔso nyinaa ne ya na ho twetwetwe no ne ho femfem no ne nan nyinaa ne ho nan nyinaa ne body nyinaa no ɛyɛ ne ya ne ti ba ɛpae no wɔntimi nna Kwame na ɛyɛ clear sign sɛ nipa no ɛyɛ nya stroke wɔsɛ mekɔ aba ɔbɛba biom dɛkyɛ na nipa no na yɛade yɛ first stroke no ɔte wheelchair mu ansa na ɛde ne ba ɛno nti deɛ ɛhunu ne sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ free screening no ɛde ama nipa no basa wanya na dwen sɛ wobɛyɛ treatment no a Kwame na kyɛ sɛ clinic no sika a ɔsɛ wonim sɛ woboa Ghanafoɔ no na nyɛ ɛmmoa na nkowie pɛyɛ na kyɛ sɛ wo sika na moɔsɛe no ɛno nti ne deɛ ɛde asi ani so nyinaa no sɛ afei deɛ no yɛsesɛm kakra ɛnyɛ free screening ɛne yɛbɛyɛ afei na mmom no ɔmo a maba clinic obi a ɔde ne yadeɛ aba na ogu so ɛyɛ treatment ana obi a waba clinic hɔ stroke no de baayɛ wetime treat stroke no ama beebi a wawie treatment na ma afei wotime nante obi di diabetes na baayɛ obi di sexual weakness na baayɛ ɛnɛ ya correct no ama nipa no ho atɔ no a saa ɔmo te saa no ana ɔmo gu so ɛyɛ treatment no ɛna yɛpɛ sɛ afei no sɛ sika a nke yɛbɛ spend nipa baako over 1,000 to 1,500 Ghana cedis a yɛde bɛ mani yɛde bɛyɛ screening ama nipa ni free na ɔma me yɛ ho treatment no sɛ sika no yɛde ayɛ de yɛde atɔ akyɛdeɛ ɛna saa akyɛdeɛ no in fact yɛbɛ reward sponsors nkoa no yɛ estimation no we are going to reward over 2,000 patients ɛnyɛ ɔmo a afei na that day no mo ba wo ɔmo a mo ba clinic hɔ ogusu a wɔba wɔde ne yadeɛ wɔyɛ treatment no oba that day no na oba o Father's Day present no say microbe no say de mawa ye yi ne de ama obi a wawie ni treatment say fridge no say de man say TV no say de man say blender no say de man say iron no say de mawa na Kwame ye yi saa de no ye de ama wo say so utimi ba ye na wo ye treatment ema woto wo nti no yen end point no we stand for good health yadeɛ ne deɛ yɛsew yɛ nipa dasani no wodidi na wonom na wo home ne deɛ yadeɛ broni bɛka sɛ yɛ inevitable wontimi yadeɛ dan a yadeɛ bɛtumi aba wo so then mo ba wo so a it's not the end of life yadeɛ bia ni hɔ a ɛyɛ end of life ɛwo yɛ wade so bɛtreat a yadeɛ bia ni hɔ a any solution yɛsi bibia ni hɔ a wowi ase any solution ɛno nti wo yadeɛ na aba wie no you need to treat it na mmom nto mo a mo yɛ saa deɛ no it come here no one arrangement na obusa me a yegusu a ye toto because that day no be a big occasion meaning say okay FM and despite media mu nyina no e ba be kai achi na yetimi a reward fathers on that day it come here so you obi a ugusu a wutie na we obi oba endpoint clinic da na we your treatment ya because we your treatment na abaka to your treatment we work hard card no obeba no ye be you card na hwe say ampa wo aba clinic o nyesa wo bai na wo gyae na wo bai no wutimi ye treatment no etimi tu yabe na se ana se wo gusu kra wo ye wo treatment ya e ho no a na wanya wa kyede eninti Kwame we ni arrangement ya ye gusu a ye den say ya that day no yenim se nipa be ye be ni 2 days kra e day bia no we are estimating say ye be hwe ye be tuma check 1,000 mema adie the next day ni asaye enti obi a wutie ni bia oba endpoint de bia no fa wo card no fa to bia mani hia wo pa te say de Ghana card ehia mo no fa card no endpoint the card no so no mani hia wo say de wo kura Ghana card na that day no eno na obetime gina so enya ade a esombo a wo pagya ade no a wo say clinic a me call ya isaye de isa chema de na te say endpoint homeopathic clinic Kwame we ni no ma e ko so endpoint clinic
so me da sepa na me pese di ade bi hu nkomo kane na kidney failure na kidney infection kidney
stone na
ni hokora na che se obati bia na ye ye se we sikafo ya de o ye se na aye no na enei akwala anya panimunya adantamunya enum ni ade de pese ye kan bibi efa eye kidney infection na ye kase kidney infection any de be na kidney kura no ye de ba ade woni paduam.
Hello Kwame.
Me say ye kase kidney infection any de be pa na kidney kura no ye de ba ade woni paduam.
Kwame me da se pa ye kase kidney infection. Kwame say oji kan here from the beginning no. E me bi atwa mu na ke so obi anya kidney yade ya. Obi kidney atweli ya na je otumi de nipa no obi. E nipa ne da no. E nipa no e bia sebi bibi woni nsem. Na Kwame ene de ente sa. O tie ya barely 2 weeks ye. Na health minister e be kan say kidney yade no afore kese pa. Na ye hwemu kura no a about 40 to 45% of people omu eruwu ewo hospitals no kidney no kwa no take be 40 to 45%. Let us say emu fa almost emu fa na the kidney no ene edi nipa ne enya ene nti no endpoint de see ehun say kwan be pa de nti na kidney no sensa na de ba ko ye hunu ema kidney essay no we are all at risk. And in this topic, you are wutie no, mesrew, ubewie no, na wahunya bibia wom, ehunu kwan kura kidney no, infection no a etimi di kidney ne ba no. Ubehunu se, kwan be na se bi, mefa so a me prevent infections no. Ya de ba ko a ebewie program in the next 5-10 minutes no. Na obi anya nkefa. Ya ka the kidney infection ya. Na ye simple say infection, a common infection ya bacteria infection. That infection is infection utimi nya enya ndem nko a ubetimi nya bi wo ndem ubetimi so nya bi ewo say be all hygienic areas, especially to say public washrooms ne nko ne ba no ubetimi nya sa infections ne bebere ewo na sa infections no na kwame se wunya infection no a de ye ne se ewura bibia pe ne se urethra ni wi a na I migrate to be there because say blood no ojo so twaye no e wo ojo so twaye ni mu a na e multiply na mmoa ne multiply o multiply sa no a quickly no ano madoso no na ma chase so mu wura be there because say urethra ni into your kidneys o wura kidney ni mu no ano na bibi o kidney ni ma e fa ne say nephron so no te say the kidney ni wo no 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 ye say sonye ai wo kidney nim eno ne de deep madie kase a eyi firi hunam duanim wo je sa nephron so no na asase se eno so no inflame no efufuru na sei no na afi eventually no na asai wo kidney no kura eno nti ye ka se kidney infection na let's say ye infection na eno no medical ye bet magan say pyelonephritis. That is a infection a betna or blood anymore eventually no a migrating into your kidneys. MR a quasi kidney nucra. And then the back when you be a fancy kidney infection. Today I pass a change and say you were in kidney yadia baby I think back kidney. No mono one of the main yadia to me a say kidney no a infections. And then the back and say kidney infections.
Na mami musa adi we see. Yaka kidney infection yi obebisa se ade ban pa na ema ede eba.
Hello Kwame.
Okay FM.
Doc
Kwame.
1.7.
Hello.
Doc ba jo tell me question no.
Kwame me tie wadaroma.
Hello Doc.
Kwame me pa to me tie o voice no we kire me tie o.
Hello, Doc.
Come in, Bato beat you. Hello, come in.
Me Bato. No me bisa say. Kidney infection no. E kwan be na e fa so eba. Eni padua ni mu.
Yo, come me da se. E kwan e fa so a e de ba eni se especially yema in particular no. Kwame e more at risk of getting kidney infections. Because of the larger genital surface of a man, that the mighty tear. And then to come and pay me no ano, so ba echo you washroom. Na infection be over. A likely say oba ni bitmanya say infection bi. So dan said the bema the bitmanya because bema ko gina wa wadon so wayini se bi ne bema gina ho on fan in contact with baby infection one.
And I cross elongated sexual organ.
Yes, and you know, a man in your more. If it's a Obano, especially more use public washrooms, a man market woman, a be our court, now also Kodunso, and also Kodana 9, now be our baby and once and a basa, a big crack, a canocrano, and once and a picking fresh and crack cannot a back, in fact, a banner crack will be seen Africa crack no. So Bana really, yeah, no crack with infections about. And I do Okana and them too sexually. Bibi to say bacteria infection be a passing through sexually. Bibi say gonorrhea and chlamydia. Mean me the back. And answer in rare cases, bibi a fan say candidiasis. A show ba pa after a while no, come and no crano, have a yeast infection no. It me the kidney. So anything a money more common pa. And I dear back was the ban can say, come in. They said Jones for the war. Now I know so immediately. Johnson they will now the Johnson start show one. Come say Johnson and is fin and the woman a toxic substances a more and it's animal. The Johnson is show one. Now both say toxic substances and if you a more woman on Conbano, the Kwame migrated back into your kidneys. And you know Johnson said by virtue will be the Johnson I said no. And no no after a while no come and also so quite to make of Ade Akye Abia kidney infections no come to make of and now Obia ya send a catheter or more some catheter say send no blood and straight you say a day to be many mono and also so one really na infection be mu and also so class to me day itimi ekofa Ade Akye say kidney infection ni diba and our immune system no so e break it down or more be our HIV and our diabetes. Ya diet my immune system break it down. Kwame say immune system break it down sa no a. Unya infection no quickly no ano. It my infection it me spread it faster than say obi a immune system no e stronger because obi a immune system is stronger no. Ono akra no immune system no akra it me fight it sa mwa no. Eno so e ya ade a itimi ekofa ade Akye say urinary infections no itimi deba. And because basically no we money this is the way ne kwan a and now, so we blockage. Obu anu wenye bibi efense kidney stones. Na blockage. Aba honti. Emma no sa anu so no. Emma emwa wano a ose ka ka body no ka ose kitimi flashe. Johnson free hu na mduane mo no. De bia na is retained in your urinary tract. Ekoba sa anu so a. Eno so kra so timi build up. Emma utimi ko nya bibi efense kidney infection ni bi. Kwame say risk factors no any dear bain na yeah I'm risk factors na boss by virtue so your ba and then make me nya but the man nya na higher say wo de don so e hye wo obi o wa say man bi me am oba be kna fifie akọ market abefie be 1 o'clock na come just so kan aka no and so no onyo so
we are say
and now we infection and answer come by virtue say multiple sexual partners. Well, when we are the chances of you getting infection no and then we are higher. And now you should more buying be a condom you should know no a result or risk factors of getting the infection. Eventually no it me a say kidney. Because basically no we need some of the risk factors here. It me a deba.
I see. Now, my main idea we see. Adena abetia te se. Chese can medical busa o sa de hu asem se. Kan no wunta hunu wo mo omunya bi ni ade na. Se ye di nkomo yi. Sa me ya benya bi. Obi ya benya bia. Ade be ne da ne ho ade symptoms no ene de be yi.
Kwame say sir unya kidney infection ni bia. Empe mebere no an de obehunu ene se ema obowu se ema utimi obu ha tima na ya ase eye ne ya na obi wo ha odonso ntentem polymaturation obu abon se won fe na won fe ba bia o kidney ni wono de bia obu ha so ye be ma so ye oba na eho ne ye ne ya le ba na ya ase ne ba ne sisi enyina no etimi eye se nipa ne de se ni eya na kwa mo bohu se obi wo ha infection ne wo ho no before kwa be ko ni kidney ni mu no bon se etimi ma obi ho a ne ba ni mu hihye no ne ba ma mu hihye no ne ba ma mu ya ne ya ne ba ni mu ya ne ya nsuo timi gu no nsuo fita ana so obi ho kwa wonya discharges for ne ba ma ni nyina no ya ade ba ko a ewo ho etimi ma bebre no adwonso ebon pa nti wo obi a wo so adwonso no said the annoyed thing more, it could be a sign. Into Johnson, the who had the scent in the woman is too bad. And now we walk up on Johnson and Nino a bat to say a guru, a babosa, or Johnson, you know, which means or Johnson a banner to say a guru pa, and no, as so could be a sign of it. And now so be your own pokran, the other man who is to do a bone say, Moja. Oba Johnson na bia moja e wo ne Johnson ni ana se obi wo ha bon se tata watsema ansa na Johnson no aba efi na se ana se efi ni bemam ni nyina no ye Kwame ade ba ko a sign ba ko a wo be hunu na mu ma sha se kidney ni kura de a de wo be hunu ni se e be sha se na afi wani mu nyina mema so wani ma peja obodi no aye ke wo ye kese ye wo hono ana se obi wo kura no a Ubo said and nasi apega. No, a big that stage. Now all of a sudden, both our pressure, a costro. A two bells over me and so. Now I come about peri won't me not. No, because kidney no any regulatory a security hormone, a money regulatory in the blood pressure. If the kidney no a touch a man, come you will say, and pen baby no, Ubo say, send me all of a sudden, you know, that. Hormone no say security emma or pressure no etimi normalize no wo de na ntimi nyesa and na wo say usu omoja or red blood cells across so etimi take all of a sudden no wo say sugar omoja wo take omoja no de bia na omoja so ate de bia na omoja so ate ba mo behemu no na no so kra no e ye sign na chese afi de kidney no e say kra it basically no when some of the signs and symptoms of kidney infections Kwame.
Na yɛtɛwu social media we see would we anebe ye we treatment options no pa any de be obi a ebi aye no ana obi a wanya symptoms ni bi you treat am ye ne say particularly endpoint to particular clinic.
Hello Kwame.
Me say treatment options no
okay any de Kwame simple
say obi about endpoint to particular clinic na what
problem ana say also ya ne say Kwame lab and scan any take it is an endpoint in nipa ba ya kra de nyankopon adaroma saa de we ba yi in fact you saying this week in next week na no ye guso for instance Monday omo amaba nyina be dia dance say ye scan no for kidney no mawa ana unit tract na Kwame ye nyefe na lab no we 300 Ghana cedis and into the ye no e lab and scan now with the lab and scan no wo de yes check no a no wo de no aye de ehunu ade property a ede se kidney no anya bia kidney no ayi okay ana wo se kidney ni okay ana kidney ni okay a ede na ema ni okay ede na de saade ne baaye ne wo hunu de ade the actual cause of the problem na ya hwe se infection kroben na de infection be na de saade ne baaye iti ni ya check chlamydia na de baaye ana se gonorrhea ana se non sexually transmitted infections your infection be affected equally and time be no an Kwame ye ta fa de ganan o mo ta fa de ganan so pa so bi akọ public washroom no e ho na sa de no transmission ni wo it will be wa bo say infection de bia wo nya infection no wo be na e ba bia wo ja de nan keke kora na de sa de na ba obi wo kora so a na infection wo twiti e bia oba no de bia wo twiti infection no a no wasa akonya wo twiti no wasa akonya enti the obey mono ni akra wo say e bia wo no ukuru nyina na wo no sexual partner mo nyina na wo say mo ye treatment no na Kwame etimi ayi saade no afiri kokora na ade ba ko a ya studie a enipa da sani wo ya etimi yi kidney infection afiri Kwame e ma ne mema nyina nse no nso saade e wisi empeme biri no ano wo ye oba wo ye bema wo ne bema eda wia mesrew so yo ukuru so yo de no mesrew se ka wo wia Oba Johnson tem. So yo ba, so ye bema. Uye no a moda wi nanka wa day. nka wapro obemanim wapro obanim urethra no empem bebre no ano kwame infection ni bebre no especially fa urethra nim fa obemanim yeka urethra na obemanim kwan edemu no na fa oba no so saa so no bonse mmoawa no fa odonso ekaye no eni ntino sa oda woni oba ada anane be ma da wi na se odonso a flashing out yanka se eno no ti bia obini mema ba for dada na wi ya so kodonso da bi you may not be lucky because if you okra na before abe waje so be flashing na ekodada but ya dia medically no kwame elemesi the frequency in getting yabi friend say infection it will be a wotie bia woni oba da wia o pekwa na tenya obi a your sexual or your partner condom no so ka wi but wontimi en say o you be your sexual partner kra no a bia no anya infection bia wonni nti no wonne da wie no an kwame you have to flush it out and no is by say o jonso kwame o se enum su so mo
enu na wo mse say wo ye sex wi adwonso
yes kwame wo ye sex wi adwonso and na tama me pete mkire wo ye wi a jonso wo jonso no e flush it e mo wa no aye ko no bebre no ano it me flashing off where your friend say of the urethra no etimi aye dey aboa and kwame wo tanu nsuo mo a eno so boa yan tanu nsuo mo wonu nsuo mo no a bacteria no a build up our blood and urethra na mu nyina no kwame enam sa wo don so ntentem ni nti no bebre no a etimi ma ne flashing out a e ma ni nkuduru kidney nim etin nsuo no bebre no so no kwame e ya ade a e very good and kwame ade ba ko a esa so yan tanye ne mo kidney no by na nkofa kidney infection ba ne say don so kan yenya ma yen fan say ye ho me yen fa don so en say ye ho e ka wo no a kwame empty it don so ka wo no a no don so because don so ne toxic substances toxic substances no kwame the one ya etimi ma no e dey emwa wan wo mu no timi build it
e do kwe ade de me wo fuso pa wo se bebre dun so shen
se no ya de ba ko a ya
bi adenta this is what we be adun so wo timi de dun so ne shen
ona de ba ko se sa ye ne se pan ye pa so ye white clear wo yo ba especially ma wo ko private na wo pepa wo ho a ye mpepa ye ho e manim sebi me kind of raw
so ko private now pepa wo a mpepa manu pepa ko akire
hello
but you go private now pepa ho a ye mpepa manu
pepa ho e free animu ni ko wachi
okay
because a man no wo ana area ho no sebi wo to kwan ene wase no kwame eben eben pa and it is easy for a mwa e friend say equally ebetime free wo to kwan wan bepa na wan nye ni yi a wan hu kwan papa betima bepa no a etimi free wo to kwan na aba wase no aba benya infection to baby wo a kwan ofa so nya sa ade no no and nan kay proper say oba ka wa washroom no ka bia wo nko a wo washroom so wa nko a ni washroom dia kwame ebeye ayi say washroom no wo be keep up very neat before wo betena so no also wutimi dey sanitize washroom no so na say bi kura no a wo wa etu bi kura no a before wo betena so no na kwame wo de adi akata wase say ya emwa bi wo kura no a intimi nya access to your ladder genital surface no so hu eno no so eya ade ba ko a kwame ye ya eno so betimi ayi dey ebe boy pa ade ba ko a yensa me yenye ene say emma ne bebiri no a no kwame end point adwuma ntima hunu bebre no a use deodorant or the deodorant no da fanase sebi me be me bob ya ti de de
fanase
na what the eno no wagade awie no minim se ho no percent na se no hoye hamu se denyo na bo nse what the deodorant ni momo no e de afanase kwame ye mfa deodorant mfa yase o ye na sa pepe pa o build the bacteria e wo wase enti eno so eya ade ba ko a me yenye na dochin kwame ye fe bi dochin ye ka de dochin na ene se oba bi wo a what the normal son I see was me my somewhere when in every ho. Na me person my secra exit. You know what the normal exception I say. What the way for what the vinegar, no what the warrior say, dear, no what the tree, no what you say, no what the big cool. I said, oh, yes, you are now a young fine crowd. I said, natural bacteria, no one was to
send me. Say, a man, one crate, no crack, one that chemicals. Now, one with the affair said the bear.
So, your banner, Professor was it here. Come and you're doing the more I said to you. Nango pon one, so we see a bomb man.
And there was a crate, no, nippy. Well, our person, you soon will bleach in a cocoa.
Aye, coming, I miss what you born or no. Our baby, we are, was no elastic in nature. And then there may be a bit any piano. And I'm saying because of the elasticity, there may be a bit any piano, so you are able to take it. One year, why wasn't so person was it extra more? You will be killing a more. A quiet person was it, who person was seeing him, was it, and no one corner bar. All you need to do is over body issue. Keep the place neat, the body issue. It is a 1 bucket of water. And now the air was here. So no one, Pame, would the ya, and no, yet the natural way of dealing with a mowa eye. Na yan so, yan so more, yan so, just so can I mean, fancy. I mean, when you na taking advantage of because of baby, there may be a watching piano. About 80% of people listening to me might have encountered infections before. The infection now, you know. Now I take a cow, was in so good. Now I see in so what so. Be a fast sending infection, discharging in a guy, but no more one be an almost so. No money be the into you should take advantage of regular medical checks. Say your kidney check, your yes scanning free. Take advantage of it. Never check it. It doesn't take much of your time. 30 minutes, we are done with it. Okay. Now I check it. Oh, me kidney no, okay. Me yeah lab no so no, and this is okay. Now we say about the medicine. Now why they won't move on. We no normal. Kwame yeah. The boy home buying from say kidney infection. Medically never can say pyelonephritis. But I got a phone in a say Kwame. Debia would me frame piano or mutiminya daje na or mutieme. Now point shall be out here. End point to me particularly any eka. Yabi how pia. Let it be on the casa, but if I'm a number never told. Na be a ne. I come a can once a month, be an being how. Maybe I have been a how. Enemy me home come on. Obisu walk around one night, Yabi be a how. But for number never told. If it's a city be a can say. Once you did Nayanum. Naya home, Yadie, inevitable. Nemo Yadia Naya would ye, Yana say, what Yagina who was to Papa out of Yadian de Babo, Nasa Yawu, who was to Papa. And I say, that time Yadia Bano, yes, Yadia is Siason. Yadiana Baby and Ukrana, Dr. Kranoa, who means so limit the was Adian and Ukrana, oh, Ukrana won't conquer. And into the Biana Cafe, so a mechanic, oh, good mechanic. Nasa was Sayanopa, now car. Spake, name Spakia. The moment na no offer no, Nikwe, the car no Spake and Spake. One say, Waba, na dog, be a bonnet and so. And I become ama with me throw, say, Fasocket, you say, Ube Huso, and Anaka na Spake. Because, oh, good mechanic. Oka, when I'm saying, oh, beer, happened to me, Tino. Oh, open us a open in ya, no answer affair happened to me. Was a copy. Many day was the Obia. You say in Sina, or Bano be peace at the number. Sasson also in a doctor beer. What's me feeling the time beer? Abia will fear the BSC conversion. They be a mamma, and was say, you know, Dr. Banana or convert you many day. You say, you want a conversion. Now, again, Miku, Abia says, went to me home many day. Sir, first aid to treatment, you know. I mean, you need a medical expert. You need a homeopath like myself who obey to my education. Today, I make a sure say, Faminam banana fatuho. Lecture so Dr. Dubois end point homeopathic clinic. Then I mean, Fasa, my Biatua, and I wouldn't be who can watch me either at Yafre. Number near 0244 0244 867068 0244 0244 867068. Come I salute you this morning. Nako Ponkao.
That's a pa. Okay, 101.7. So the Dr. Dubois Taina, Yenino, Afrique, and Comono, for the number no be 0244 867068. 0244 867068. Yaribiano, and in Sembia Peso TFA upon DBM, Yana, our friend. Why no?
Anopedia Machine, dear pa. Angles ninging na amanyosem emra kakra. Any ya pomodin komo. Machine, dear
pa. Na, aye. Mamuzo idea, so who call lab.
Okay.
Ebia yesi collab. Ebia tisebia vagina whatever bia.
Swap no mo yen.
Uterop no you omo yen. Obekwa be ma bi ni. Obema na ye na ama no ye.
Oh mema na ye. Ova me mema na ye. Na se me ogan ni a ohwe me. Me ogan ni ohonom.
Ba na be ma.
O be ma. We are singing now. I think so no yet third best. What a day of a day. Asasi mu asasi enye kesesa menkeni ade body free so bi.
O view ade no.
Oh, omo no ni focus ni sa ade no so.
Ana ni ba ye ni bo.
Ovampa ni focus ni home. Eye ejuma na obeye no. Ne de ne se oba be hwew na ohu atɔ. Enti ukoda hɔ no ma na se ohu different types. Koko tuntum tietia kala ebia wo hu.
Ko make wa personally no.
Oh, me meye.
Na wa bem.
Oh yes. Just say ahyase no fere kakra wom. Oh, ahyase ne de obe fere kakra. But ukoso ya me hu of bibi.
Ta ba kona another fufuro na baba.
Mema na ye. Na se benye ninsa wo mo mfidi o a o mo de kɔ ekɔ checke wa wodie no mo checke wo bibie mu
ba so hum
wonu hum so o hwe we fidie so okay wo ka na ni o de kɔ hwe na o de akɔ over
usiafo sa conversation we ye beto asechiri
over but me hu bɔne ewo na me so kra me ade na ma dodo na ewo o mayi mu mwankoye gaini mema dodo na na de no wofa omoye mema gaini bebra mesi omo nyina most of them mema enti minka se ferry enti ofa bibi to pa no odin ya wo penenta ma hwato wo so you will do it because I work come here nurse doctor na
awo na aka wo
okay ntina mini option ho mini choice
ba wo de wa na wakɔ
na wo
at least na ha
o fa nya boni o wo de wo how na akwase ye hwɛ ma wo e no ba bia so wo hɔ no ma wo sɛ wonya gan ni a bibie ni a obetimi ayden obetimi ahwɛ wo
ma gan ni wo
oh what for musa o omus I'm telling you
lab gan ni na behwɛ eyi na na sɛ lab man no na behwɛ
oh say gan ni dia say na dwuma no e na ukɔ lab na akɔyɛ vaginal swap na eno dia ukɔ a ebi on ma abekɔ akɔto bema ebi also abekɔ akɔto oba nti eno sa oma no ho kwan a wono bɛyɛ ama but professionally na wɔsɛ nkɔ na ɛyɛ na otimidi sa ade tenten no ɛkɔm ɛkɔ check inside awodie na no ɔde fa ade na ɔpɛ so ɔde fa no wo wi a no ɔde akɔ to afidie no so na wa check ahwɛ bacteria fungal
ba obi problem ni sɛ obi hwɛ
oh ofa na we den akosu akumai
ene ana
oba woni fa no kura woni
oze
woni mu wan
oze asa abran dia oba en dia woni afa wa hu sɛ dia osi tie nyina
en wafa na ti wafa bibi ye me na aye gan ni na maba hɔ a na me se da bi mi mie
nti na me nye gan ni no
no wafa me si mi mie na je se bibi nya o Say bibi wo how power you are going through a lot. Ya unim say sadie we die. E ye threat e wo wabrabo so a ene wo life. I'm telling you say ofa. Wo do on memfa wo ni pa or honom obema na ye. Just say asha se
when your life and death. Where the wakwa e check up. Eti and I do answer no.
Oh me
but because in the Arab world no. Arab world no. Religiously no. Oba anye bema nye oba no oba nso nye bema.
Ideally ne de nka ema no dodo na wasa moye gan ne mukosua na nka moye bi but ema no hwa enti no wudu na bema na ho no ma offer after what 6 feet enche wo so onipa ne hu a na nani kura ni so me point ne say
wo ni team that is 6 feet ne ka de na senko bia ye na wa ye
ba de no hu asase no kwa enye easy sa o because wasa owro ho te say obi a ye beje wa wo pepepe na ye show wo ko theater atade bi ni ya show no akwa ho no wo hwe bed no so ete say empa na ye gi a wo so no similar to it na afi wada ho
wo bi bia te say de obeye yi no
bi o say bi o na wo hwe tra na hwe wo hwe straight dress a e wo say owro chi say bi e tra and top na bi a wa ro tra no wa ro pant e show wo wi ana wa beda ho wo da ho na we pagya o nine de esi honom sania ye gi wa wo a wo ye no na we biem na ode efidi
biem no how many
sania wa ho ode betimi say na wo nine betimi aya e was so this one but it was the point ni say was say wo bie na otimi hu we na no oba na no na otimi di efidi ekro na bi
who inside no
serious
who inside no
na wa ya sania say be un say ema no ye unity no e wase ho no mienu ya wo any view constituency ni say wan hwe o betimi di akose say sim 2 o no so
do asem
ema de ni edu anda o say obi anani no hwe baby kro de hye
akwani me de anani aye what you wani
we
owi anu de be ka bible no ko
I can imagine come again the food come hu nyoma pa o
o sifika mu na of sifri officer no betra ke ma wa no di nya accident ko ra
nyoma wo hu no kokko tuntum ebisu efu types ne doso
bini pafo
ni afunfu atiantia bafu se bofro ti die we no ade o ebe bri ne ne sokura inti onim the anatomy of a man no every region onim bibia ere na ade be kire no be ma say de wuntimi mo na so dwa o why we hu ni nyina ekosi enti wa fa hwede omo hwe nyesa obey mi
sankofo no wo mu ni wo mu dofo mu hia de na ema wo mu atenkaba
wo fa na me de mesi de hu so de ti so na guy ni wa hwe a we hu
a ese choba ni ba nam bia ni wo nwi bi da
wani mu ye we o fa hwede omo hwe but on hwe say o adma dabi o hwe say obetimi hu ano no dey ebia at the corner or they check no but the point is say they have to watch go on here bed head you ejuma bia yenya aye
wow and ya sorry so na yenko why
fa yenko na
happy
sim 2 ni ha adwen ti no
wukunu yes adwuma ni bia be na ye
na say ye adwuma osi opeso ye so why not me kura no me de ne be hwa me ho because enye be me bia no be ja tum so be ese adwuma no ana mema no guy ni o
se me se ukunu ye bia be pere
why not misia no adwuma wo peso ye no the die so no
ukọ hokọ ye test true test ni mu no de apɛ wasem no so wode awawo
no so de asemu na so oni bibia dada but unim say aba ne say wadwe be say ana oba bia oba ho bia so say na ne ye.
Thank you.
But gidie trust.
That's okay. Right. Happy birthday to Bamsi Bismarck. I will believe International School, Botiano. If you are for normally ma Bamsi Bismarck, Bibi, who will believe International School, Botiano. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Deputy Chief Executive Officer in charge of operations and technical at Petroleum Hub Development. Hey, Onassis Kobe. And now Onassis Kobe birthday or Deputy Chief Executive Officer at Petroleum Hub Development Corporation. God bless your new age. Any walk here for me happy birthday. And now Onassis Kobe a birthday. Timon friend no more wishing happy birthday. Miguel Mami Betty Modidrisu Anemo, Mama, happy birthday. You're from a radical Kwame Nkrumah Tikese, Money Show President of the Lab, Put up Kwame Usodiomi. Mote, Hinawa Boy, Kessiso, and Ka, na Yamamunina Monitia or Genyado, Yakramu.